It's rough, bro, because I want to go in. I ain't gonna lie, I want to go in like, bro, y'all niggas trash, and we ain't gonna never fix this. But that's my next step. I want to look at how can we even fix this, bro.
Bro, that just kind of go back to kind of like what we was talking about earlier. Just like that's why if you take a big lens, you just step back. That's why people don't take just the arts here seriously for real, like with everything. Musicians, producers, photographers, video, like it just I'll just go to the A.
Yeah.
I'll go to get somebody from Jackson because like all it take is one person to have to put that sour taste in your mouth, and now you just like I'ma just June bug ain't do good, so I'ma just get what I'm saying, Antoine. Now Antoine could be just like June bug, but Antoine live in Atlanta, and I just assume that because he in Atlanta, he taking stuff more serious.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of that, and bro, that stuff trickles down to musicians. Like it's harder for musicians to get work. It trickles down to getting people to getting the actual studio recording seriously. You know how many people here that make music, but they record in their closet?
Bruh.
They record at their grandma's house. And listen, it's one thing if you got your own studio set up, but like they get some iPhone headphones and they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's stuff I be talking about, bro. So it's like you be having to fight that stuff, and it's just because I think just with the arts, man, just like people, they just think it's not as good because of stuff like that. So, man, we just gotta fight that kind of stuff. That's why I tell you, man, it's hard for me to get up and work with people just because, like, I don't know if you finna waste my time. Like, we was talking about outside, bro. I like going to see the movies. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to watch game. I like traveling with my girl. Like, I don't got time to be sitting in the studio with you
BS
for 4 hours
because you can't get on beat.
And you
don't want to record with the metronome on.
You don't know how to so we say, hey, this is a 16 bar verse. You don't know how to count bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you keep saying like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain stuff we know how to work around. Like, I had people be like, man, I ain't got no hook. Okay, well, I'm gonna find some catching your verse. That ain't nothing. Yeah, but it's just stuff like, bro, people just, honestly, bro, they just don't take it seriously enough. And it's like, people, like, y'all put too much into this facility that we in right now to have somebody come in and just be like, to not give you what you worth, one. But then two, they owe it to themselves. Like, bro, you booking a session, why are you playing?
Why you look, I'm fine with taking your money, but
you
like,
see what I'm saying?
But why do I need to take your money if you not serious? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
I get that. I said it on that episode. I don't want to leave here.
You would prefer to left. Yeah, you would prefer to change it. Yeah.
But this something I accepted a long time ago, Caleb. Real talk. A long time ago, I told myself, I said, man, my dreams that I want to reach, I may not ever reach. I may not ever tour with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want to tour with SZA or tour with like Kendrick Lamar or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or play with Snarky Puppy in a big stage. Like, I may not ever reach that level because I want to be the catalyst that change where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I may have to sacrifice that. Now, I still could have a good career, a good life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my big goal, I may not ever reach. So it's like, bruh, but is it worth stopping me trying to reach that big goal? and help an area that sometimes don't even seem like it want to be helped.
See, this what I say, like, cause I'm with you on that, like, cause like I said, when I first started producing, maybe it was some older cats that was doing beats. Bro, I ain't know nobody that was doing beats, bro. Like, I know for a fact they don't want to say it because they ashamed. I know for a fact I inspire dudes older than me and younger than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make beats. I don't even think it was anybody even doing it for real. Like not like a lot. Of course, I'm sure it was some guys that was probably going to some studios, whatever. But I didn't know anybody like how, bro. It happened for me like. My whole sound, everything like that was one inspired by church because my mother, God-fearing woman. Mm-hmm. That's all we listen to, bruh. Is gospel music, which I'm appreciative of it because you can hear the influence in my music. I'm more musical than I feel like more guys are. Like
we gonna put a pin on that because that's a good topic to talk to. But keep going. Keep going.
So that's one. But then on the flip side, which like my dad, he was in church too. Like he's a deacon, but like he was more so. I listen to my church music on Sundays, and we gonna go to church on Wednesday. So when I'm in the car with him, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening to. Tom Jones in the morning, I'm getting dropped off school, so I'm listening to Maxwell, Kim. So, like, that's me. Like, if I was listening to hip-hop, it was something that I saw on BET, so, like, on 106 & Park, but, like, it was, like, mainstream. So, like, I didn't, like, my first real hip-hop album that I listened to, this finna date me. I'm finna make myself sound young, like for real. So my oldest sister, it was her fiance, I think at the time. We drive into Jackson while because at the time she's in med school. Kanye West had just dropped Graduation that day.
My God,
he had just dropped Graduation that day. So my brother-in-law, he had just bought the CD. They had like FYE in the mall.
Yeah, I went and bought the CD from FYE.
He had just got the CD. We in his Honda Civic. We driving to Jackson.
It's what City Gear used to be.
I'm listening to the music. I'm like, so it's rap music, but it's not stuff that I'm listening to like I'm seeing on BET. I'm like, yo, I asked him like, who is this? He like, you know this is Kanye. I'm like, nah, the whole time like it's samples, but it's not your traditional, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Yo, so, bro, it just blew my mind. Since then, I've just, like, that was my, like, I wanted to do that. So, that year for Christmas, him and his girlfriend, my sister, they bought me Sony Acid Pro, I think it was like 6, for my home desktop.
Jesus.
Yeah, bro. And like that started. So I'm gonna give you an exclusive here. Only a couple people know this, bro. So my first music that I ever did, it wasn't hip hop, it wasn't R&B, it was gospel rap.
Some Lecrae.
So I went by the name Young Caleb. And I think I had like 2 or 3 gospel songs. They didn't ever come out. They on burnt CDs or whatever. But like that was my first. I like made the beat. I got some. I had got some headphones with like the mic attached from like a store somewhere. Plugged them bad boys in. I recorded myself. I did all of it myself. You know what I'm saying? So that was my intro to the whole thing. So like that was kind of like my start, and that just from there it just kind of like took off. How do we start talking about this?
Yeah,
I'm like, hold on, like,
hey, I was gonna let you rock, man.
I'm sitting there like, how do we get to my origin story?
I was gonna ask. Well, it was about how we like changing what we see. But before we get in that, let me throw this introduction in. What's up, everybody? This is Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Ray Bradford. Thank y'all for listening, tuning in, subscribing, liking, sharing, coming, all that jazz. Appreciate everybody in YouTube or Instagram, Facebook if you like it. If you tell your people, tell a friend to tell a friend so they can tell a friend, and we can all party together. You feel me? I got a special guest in the house today. I'll introduce him in just a second. Hey, we missed the episode last week, but what was I doing? I think I was traveling or something. Or I know whatever. I took a week off. Just a heads up, we're gonna take next week off too, which it'll be the week before Father's Day. So we'll take that off. Gotta travel again. Busy man this month, man. Busy man, a lot of traveling. Of course, click the Linktree link. You got Ray Bradford music in there. You got the podcast. I put my social media links in there too. I really don't want to be harassed, but oh well, harass me. What else do I got to put up? Of course, we at the beautiful Smash and Company Studios. Come get all your creative needs done in Hattiesburg. Hopefully, we can get my guest today to become a in-house guy.
For sure.
I'll pitch it to him later on. Because he is cold at what he do. Y'all caught a little bit of our conversation going into this, but we're going to get back into that conversation. But let me introduce my guest today. So if you watched some episodes back, I had my guy Rob Smith on, Hattiesburg legend Rob Smith. He has a cousin that he introduced me to. But it's crazy because I went to college. You know, USM is pretty big, so you can be in passing by people and never actually meet them. But I went to college with his sister, one of his sisters.
Yep.
Rob's introduced me to him at where we were.
We was at Chesterfield.
Yep. He was at Chesterfield. Rob said, "This is my cousin Caleb," and I heard about Caleb through Olivia Lee, who hopefully, if you're watching Liv, I'm gonna have you on the podcast too.
Got to.
But I heard of Caleb through Olivia Lee. She was playing me music, unreleased music, from this guy it's her music, but this guy producing. I was like, who the hell is this? Because this dude is cold. A hell of a producer. I hear he can play. We had a conversation before. We can play a little keys in church.
Yeah.
Grew up in the church like all the rest of us musicians.
Yep.
You know, I did make a joke on one of the episodes that our producers ain't musicians and all this, but he is one of the producers that I would say is a musician. So we got Caleb Faulkner in the building today. His producer tag is, "Hey Caleb."
Oh yeah.
So if you ever hear any of that, you know where he from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Listen, happy to be here, man, for real.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you so much for coming through, man. So let's not we gonna this episode. I forgot to write my topic on the board.
It's all good.
So we just finna flow it. And
it's all good,
since
man.
He pulled up, it's been great conversation. So we just finna flow like we've been flowing.
Man, for sure.
Keep giving the people your origin story, brother. That's what we'll start with.
All right, so like you said, I'm Caleb, born and raised here in Hattiesburg. Haven't been anywhere else, man. Like my whole family, we just got roots here. Rob the same way. So this is kind of home for me. Kind of like I was saying, man. I started producing about like 5th or 6th grade, man, and it's funny because y'all was like, man, it just that story kind of made y'all feel old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But nah, like you know, growing up, like I feel like, how can I say it? Start rough. Growing up, the real talented singers, musicians, like they all got a little bit of that church in them.
Yeah, always.
It's no way around. Like
all
that's
great
the
R&B groups,
bruh,
all of them.
It is the breeding ground for, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, bruh, I'm no different. Like, Rock of Ages, my home church, like, and kind of we was talking about, like, you know, it's known for great music, bruh. Mm-hmm. Like, so, like, I was growing up in church, I'm like, you know, not really understanding what they singing. I'm like, hey, I know one thing, this music is hard. Like, I'm in the back, I'm like, hey, this music is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, because it was it didn't feel like gospel, but it was, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like my upbringing. Like, that's all. If I'm riding the car with my mom, we listening straight gospel, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, my dad, he playing, we listen to Tom Joyner in the morning. So it's Kim, it's Maxwell, it's, you know what I'm saying?
Early Maxwell.
Yeah, the Isleys. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I knew. It's still embedded in me. Like, I can visually like just like remember, just like listen to this type of music. So I'm like, okay. So that was like me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my oldest sister and her husband, they were just engaged at the time. You know, he introduced me to Kanye West. Graduation, like I said, it was the first real, like, non-BET or non-radio hip hop. Because, you know, you listen to stuff on, you listening to stuff that come on, 106 and Park. Like, that's
J-Lo, Ja
yeah,
Rule.
that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but hearing, so like that started the rabbit hole. All right, so that was the first thing. So I listened to that album front and back. I can like, if you play the album right now, I can do every bar from front and back. Like, just, I know every song. But so that got me to like trying to dig and research more Ye. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, he got other stuff? He like, do he? So he had this, matter of fact, I looked at his book the other day, he still got it. This CD book. God, you know, college dropout, late registration. So I'm like, oh, okay. But then I realized, like, oh, this the dude that got the slow jam song.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's the same dude. So I'm like, I heard this song before, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like, so then it's that. Then it went from that to, oh, well, you know, he make all his beats. Oh, word? Okay. This one I'm really just kind of starting to like I think I kind of would like to learn how to make beats, but I ain't even started yet. So I went from that to I'm studying the songs that he produced. So we going to Common. I'm listening to Common. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to Lupe, you know what I'm saying? Nas, like Jay-Z, like Blueprint. So I'm like, this is when I became like a hip hop nerd. Now, funny story, during this time, like, so I'm in 5th and 6th grade. None of my friends cared nothing about this.
Bruh.
So I'm trying to explain to them.
It's over their head.
I'm trying to explain to them, like, yo, y'all are, man, I want no Kanye, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
What year was graduation out? Like 2008, 2009? Man, that's probably
you know what I'm
around
saying?
the time the white tee.
The snap music.
Era and all that stuff.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's crazy because I do recall I watched at home when him and 50 was on BET, and they were like, 50 was like, you out me, I retire. Of course he didn't retire. But like, yeah, like that was like the start.
He should have.
Yeah,
he got out so bad.
So that Christmas, they brought me Sony Acid Pro, and I put it on my desktop. I was a gospel rapper for like a few months. I went by Young Caleb.
And his music out.
Heck no.
Come on, man.
No, and it will never.
The world needed, man.
Listen, bro. My brother-in-law has one of the CDs.
I bet he proud.
I hope he can't find any other. Like, we need to keep that under wraps. That need to stay where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, that was kind of like my start. I had to make the beat. I wrote my raps. At this point,
you're talented in my book. I can't put words together in my life.
So at this point, after this discovering Kanye, right? Can't Tell Me Nothing was like my favorite song at the time, from the beats, how I did everything. But I found out that was Jeezy doing the ad libs. I became the biggest Jeezy fan. So it's like the total opposite of but I was just like, yo, like, this is like, it's trap music, but it's like, there's something about it. It's just not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the rest
that Jesus, that era of Jesus was woo wee.
So, and it's funny because like when I listen to like the song I was talking about when
That's
I was
that's the Shawty Red era too.
yeah. So my gospel rapping, like it sounds like Jeezy, but a gospel version, like just to add, bro. It's so funny. Like I will never let you hear this song, but it's just it's funny. So that was like my like start for real into music, and then it's funny. It's funny. I'm saying the story out loud. Like if it wasn't for both of my brother-in-laws, because my other sister Simone, her boyfriend at the time introduced me to FL. So he got me off of Sony Acid Studio.
I got.
Yeah. And he got me on FL.
I was a FL head too. I used to be a big FL head. Logic. I don't know. It make more sense, man.
Logic.
I can do everything in Logic.
That's all I'm finna say. Like, Logic is the best one-stop shop. Like, even though I use Pro Tools because it's industry standard, what I've realized.
Do you just run your sessions in Pro Tools, or you actually?
You
creating and everything.
I have a template now, so I've made myself running through Pro Tools. But the easiest thing that I like the best is Logic. Like when it comes to like actually like recording people, it's just the easiest. Like to me. But you got weird people who just like, well, Pro Tools is industry standard. It was the first DAW, so that's why everybody in the industry like to use it because it was the first one. But with FL, for me, like when I realized that it's kind of like a game, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, it's just like, it's because like the whole story about how it was created was, if I'm not mistaken, a guy who created console games created FL. It was supposed to be like a game to get, to get guys who play games to go in there and, make beats. So, I started with that. And it's funny. This is the Wiz Khalifa cushion orange juice time. So this is when I first got FL. So I'm trying to make beats like Cardo and them. I'm trying to make that thing, but ain't nobody around here doing that. Like so I was just like, okay, but it got me into FL, and bro, I haven't looked back since. Like, all my if y'all know any of my songs, like, any song that I've produced that has ever came out since then. Like the first beat that I sold in high school for $20 actually. I was in ninth grade. I sold the beat for $20, and it was in FL. And the crazy thing is that started the whole thing where there was a football coach there who rapped. Yeah, he rapped. He played football with my brother-in-law, my sister's current husband, and he was like, "Yeah, man, he rap." So we had this idea to make a Hattiesburg High School album.
Lord Almighty,
and I was the executive producer. He gave me this CD with these African chants on there. He was like, "Man, you a little Kanye West. Finna give you this CD, bro. Make something with this CD." I took it home and
chopped it up.
Yeah, made a beat. We like record. We had all these like singers. Like we had, bro. Like I want to say it was like it was Chloe Page and it was somebody else. Like they had came in and like song on the song. We had like, bro, it was. Of course, that didn't ever come out, and I think that whole album is still on my like laptop somewhere. But yeah, like that
laptop ain't crashed.
Yeah, well, it's on the old one that's somewhere in my garage. But that, like, you know what I'm saying, just from me having my first beat, so ninth grade, started that whole thing, which started, Trayvon finding out that I make beats, which started our relationship. So that's just kind of how this whole web. It's funny how little small stuff happened. It just turned into that.
Life is it'll whoop you down. How it's just some small. 3 years later, this one little thing you did here done spun all this stuff off.
Yeah,
it's always cool. Now you said FL. So are you? Because I'm like I said, I started off doing FL for the longest. Then my computer died, and I forgot I had a Dell.
Yeah.
And it died. Finally, get me a Mac. Ain't look back. So ever since I got my first Mac, I ain't never looked back.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even into engineering sessions and stuff like that at the time. Are you engineering sessions on? Are you just making the
no
beat
way, bro?
On like FL then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there was a time where I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do everything at FL. I'm a mix. No, bro. I literally make the beat only. Like, and I'll mix my beat in there. It'll be stuff that I've worked on where they'll ask for the stems and they'll have their engineer, he'll mix it in Pro Tools or whatever. But I do anything that I'm doing for my beat, I do it all in FL. And then if I'm recording an artist, if it's at the crib or at the compound, whatever, we have a template that we use, so it's drag and drop. I ain't finna waste no time. Like I can make my tweaks after. Like that's just a rough draft. Like it's gonna sound pretty good based on our template. Then from the rest, you just kind of just go from there.
So you engineer sessions as well too. So you do at the compound. You doing engineering sessions. And do you mix too? I know you got the ear for it.
I can play with it a little bit. The thing about mixing, and I'm sure it's just, bro, it's too time consuming, bro. You be sitting there like, man, I need to find the right EQ frequency to get this little part of. I can't do that, man. Like I be wanting to move on to the next thing, and as a mixer, that's the worst thing because you got to sit with it, bro. Like if I ever got to work with Beyonce, she said I need this beat mix. She might have it to get revised 50 times. 50 times. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be like, bro, what do you want me to do with that? 30
of the revisions is probably on one thing.
You see what I'm saying?
I just need this one part to come up.
That's why. That's why. Like for me, it was always. We're gonna try to work as quickly as we can. Like even with my beats, bro, like, I'm a big sample-based producer because that's what I started with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from like that's what Ye did. So I've always been into that. And I'll chop it and then, like I was saying, I thought I was gonna be a musician like you. You know what I'm saying? So I had my time on the keys here and there, so it's the little chords I remember, and I can work my way around it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can't play no church service, but if I need to, throw in a few chords on the beat will loop itself. I can just make sure I can, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of been my process, and it don't take long, man. Like I can make a full beat. Probably like 5 minutes, like from beginning to the end.
In 5 minutes?
Yeah, I could do it from beginning to end.
Dude, I've been making beats since I was probably 12 years old. I'm 33. It take me hours.
Yeah.
But that's because it's like I started getting meticulous on something like, man, I gotta get this bass to sound.
But see, that's
my bass don't sound like I want my bass to sound.
This go back to because what you said on a few pods back that producing not. What you were saying is not false. You know what I'm saying? Like, the musician in you is trying to get the musical elements perfect to a science. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I would say the producers that folks know, 90% of them
don't even think like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to think of A section, B section, bridge, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't even put a thing that we was talking about Liv when I work with her, like thing that we talking about in all our session, like where the bridge gonna go. People don't even put bridges in songs no more.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like I'm a big fan of the Neptunes, bruh. Their iconic thing, other than the four count at the beginning, is the bridge.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Chatting for real.
So it's like that's where. So I do agree with what you're saying, and I just feel like my short time as a founding member, look at this camera, as a founding member of Gifted Hands, shout out to Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Rob, we own you, boy.
We came, you know what I'm saying? It was just funny. Rob came to my house that day, and we trying to make beats, and he was like, yo, like, why don't we just play at the church, like, too? Like, I'm like, why not? It'll help me what I'm doing. So, like I said, we ended up calling our pastor at the time, and we set it up, and like I said, we was deep, man. Like, we was deep. Like me, Rob, Quez, Kobe, Braven, Mealy, Tyson, like pretty much the same people now without me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's just because as as y'all see, like, they done got good. Like, for real.
Well, but you got really good at what you...
Yeah.
You got, like, really, really good at what you do.
Yeah, but see, and that's one thing that I say,
Like, you in the top percentile.
Like, kind of we was, chatting about earlier, man, like, I realized early, me and Quez are swapping, but for a lot of the times, he on that organ. I'm like, I'm asking him how to play this song we're finna play. I'm like, listen, you just become self-aware. I'm just like, hey.
But that's a skill you learned at an early age.
He's better than me, like, right now. And me, this is one thing everybody that knows me knows it's true. I don't like to embarrass myself.
Man, you and Rob, I know y'all blood, bro. Rob hate that too.
I don't like to embarrass myself.
Don't embarrass me, bro. Don't do that, bro.
So listen. So I don't want to get up there, and I'm trying to memorize what I'm playing. I don't know what I'm playing. I'm memorizing it from just, okay, I know my hand go here. I don't know what chord this is. I just know I'm supposed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm memorizing what I'm playing, but if you playing the bass, you like, hey, we finna go up two keys. I'm cooked. I'm finding transpose on the key. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cooked. But Quez could do it easy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so we made that swap, and they like, oh, okay, you still on the organ?
I'm on my way on out.
Man, listen, it got to the point, bro. And Rob probably remember this. Of course, Rob, we cousins, but Rob like my brother for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he would probably not ever say it. He would probably now because, he was trying to look like me. Bruh, I'm on the organ. I got to the point where I'm like, okay, what key is this song again? Okay. I'm just holding this.
One note.
I'm holding this one note. Oh, and if I'm fancy, I'ma just play the same note in about 3 more octaves. We just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So listen, once it got to that point, bro, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, bro, they begged me to come back, and I kept telling them why. And then too, like at that point, Dino would like come and play with them too. So I'm like, listen, Dino can play better than me too. Like, what y'all need me for?
I'm out, man.
Bro, I'm out, bro. Listen.
You got the name, you got everything. You take it from me, man.
Bro, at this point, I'm all the way in on being a producer. I'm all the way in. I'm making beats every day.
You should have produced them.
I'm making beats every day. Listen, that's actually always something that me and Rob always talked about. Like, us actually like getting together as a band and doing like an album. Like, listen, I'm down to do it. Like, my roots is still gospel, man. Like, that's You know what I'm saying? If y'all hear my music, you can kind of hear it, like the influence. Like, so, yeah, I would definitely do that, man. That's
what I was about to say. You
listen,
still keep your production and add them on top of that.
Yeah, bro. That's we could definitely do that. That's a good idea.
Come on now, Rob, where you at? Good idea. Hey man, get to work. Now, you said something. Top 5 pet peeves when when working with an artist. So if you producing or you engineering a session, give me a top 5 pet peeves. I'll go first.
All right.
Look, man, I don't understand what's going on with this generation. I don't understand. I hate people who cannot rap or sing on beat. It blows my mind, Caleb. It blows my mind. That's number 1. Number 2, you all this punching in. I get it. For a clean record, I understand. We want to sound clean.
Yeah.
Well, let's punch in and let's do that. But that's really where my nerve. Cause back in the day, Mike singing all this in one take,
bro.
Man.
They was on tape. they had no other choice.
Prince singing this in one take.
They got to pull that tape out and start all the way over.
Steve is singing this in one take, But I ain't everything after one ain't in no order.
Yeah.
But that first one was that's my main pet peeve.
Yeah.
I can't even think of 3 more. Let me think. I'm gonna come off the head with 3 more. I get tired of doggone. Everybody gotta be hot to do something.
Boy, that's definitely on mine.
Bro, come on, bro. Let's come on, bro. You ain't gotta be hot. Bro. When I was making it beat, I wasn't hot. I was perfectly sober when I made this, bro. And my creative juices were flowing. Wasting time. Wasting time is 4. I can't think of a 5th one. They're my 4. Give me your top 5 pet peeves when producing or engineering a session.
Easy. Okay. Number one, hands down, coming to the studio but not booking enough time to get your song done. You booked a 2-hour session, you don't have a beat, you ain't wrote your song. But you want to do all that while we in here, which I'm gonna let you do it, but don't look at us crazy when we be like, hey, you gotta go. We got somebody else coming behind you. Man, but I just got done writing vert.
You booked the hour.
What do you want us to do, bro? Like, we booked you for the time that you paid us for.
Yeah.
Somebody else booked behind you. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's easily number 1. Number 2, and I will never understand this. I'm not against this at all, but I'm just like you. Y'all gotta be high and drunk to do anything.
Bruh.
So
no sense.
It's twofold for me why I don't understand it. 1, I'm just like you. I was not high or drunk when I made this beat, so I didn't need it. And 2, this is something weird. A lot of people don't know about me. You get a lot of exclusives right now. I don't drink or smoke. Like I don't do anything at all. And a lot of people,
not even like a social drink or nothing. Oh man.
A lot of people think that like I got something like against it. Like it's, you just super religious. Bruh, no, like I don't care about none of that. I'm just, what I realized about myself, one, I'm picky and I'm safe. Like I don't take risks like that. Like just before I really do anything, I done mapped it out. Like I be calculating. Like even the smallest thing. Like you be like, man, I want you to come on the pod. I ran this whole scenario in my head. What if I come on here, I say the wrong thing, and then now me and somebody got beef? Like you just be, bro. Like I run everything.
I feel that 100%.
Bro, I run everything through my head. I try to think about all the possible outcomes so I don't be surprised.
Yeah.
So that's really the main reason. Like I've had some exes. Oh, you like to be in control. You want to control everything. No, I don't really care about controlling everything. I just
They
yeah,
try to throw that.
yeah.
They try to hit you with the play right there, my boy.
I'm like, nah, it just, bro. I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a safe person. Like I have a routine. Like it just, I really can't explain it. Like I have, like folks know this. Like I eat red beans every Monday from Chesterfields. I go sit at the bar.
That's when I seen you. Show what on Monday.
I eat red beans at Chesterfields now I'm trying to switch it up now. I be trying to go to Blue Jazz and this new spot in right there by USM called Art of Rue. You ever ate that?
I ain't ate that, but I heard of it though.
Listen, Kyle, I know you gonna watch the podcast, Kyle. I need some percentage in the company. Listen, bro. It's my favorite restaurant in Hattiesburg.
Everybody over there.
Bro, I be sending everybody over there. They got the best red beans. And now listen, I used to go to war for Chesterfield's red beans.
You want me to tell you who I think ever had the best red beans right? Thirsty Bowl.
Really?
Man, every Monday.
I never had red beans, bro.
Listen, Brad was cooking them joints.
Dang. Ooh. And see, listen, I eat it every Monday. Like tomorrow, I'm deciding, if I'm going back to Chesterfields or if I'm going to Order Roof, I'm going to Blue. I don't know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But like,
these got to get ate though.
Yeah, bro. And it's like I'm just like a creature of habit. Like Wednesday, if we finna leave church, some Chick-fil-A is on the way home. We're gonna stop by Chick-fil-A. Like, and my girlfriend hates it because like she's the opposite. Like she just, bro, if it was up to her, bro, we would have lived in Atlanta long. Like she just let's just do it. Like she don't think about it, just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she don't
sometimes that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's good.
Yeah. See, and you know what? And I it's in certain ways I wish I was more like that. But yeah, like that's just who I am. So when people be doing that, they be like, man, you think it's something wrong what I'm doing? They be trying to get, like, no, bro, I'm cool. Like, you smoking and you drinking is not bothering me, bro.
We're going to hang out.
I promise you, I'm not judging you. I'm not praying for you in my head. Like, bro, I'm just.
Lord help him. Yeah, don't let that happen to him.
This is just me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's two, because I don't really understand it. So getting back to the list, people like they got to be drunk and high just to record they song.
And they getting the.
Bruh.
Now, bro, how am I gonna make this a word?
So that's two. The third thing I would say is, it's only finna be one person on the song, right? Only one person booked. But then we open the door for the studio.
10 people.
And it's 12 of y'all. Y'all coming in there, y'all in there. Yeah, man, we in the studio,
we working.
Man, we in here working, man,
cooking up.
Man, mixtape coming soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all that, just like, bro, you need to. And then too, like, listen, understand y'all, you young cats feel like they gotta protect themselves.
They got the straps.
Man, y'all got the Dracos in there, bro. I'm like, bro, y'all finna.
I don't feel safe,
bro. Y'all finna fight a war in this mud, bro. Like, what? Like, y'all must got ops for real. Like, they be talking about the ops. Like, bro, you ain't got no ops, bro. You ain't got, bro. I know your grandma. You ain't got no ops, bro. Like, just it be that, bro. Just all that, just too much testosterone, man.
Everybody sliding.
Yeah, man.
Bro, go home, bro. You fine, bro.
They be in out the door. They be posting out the door, like trying to protect. Oh, we gotta protect the door, man. We got all that stuff. That'd be weird.
Bro, don't nobody know you over here, bro.
Nobody. And if they do find out, it's because you just posted it on. You in here live on IG, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got the freaking studio name, the sign in the background. Like, I'm gonna get shot playing with you. Like, nah, man. So yeah, man. So that would be 3. All right.
I ain't ran across that one. That's what
Hey, you don't want them folks, bro. The fourth thing, man, is it's a combo of kind of what you had touched on. Like, you trying to be a melodic rapper, you know what I'm saying? But, listen, when Wayne was, singing auto-tune, he could hold a little note. You know what I'm saying? Young boy can hold a note a little bit. He can hold a note. Like, the auto-tune is working. It ain't doing that much work for what y'all is doing. Y'all is in a the beat that you got off of YouTube, that you stole off YouTube, which we gonna get to that.
Dive in that too.
We
got a whole YouTube topic.
The beat that you done stole off of YouTube, right, is in one key.
You singing in a whole nother key.
You singing 3 keys off of this. Now I'm putting the auto-tune in the key of the beat, but it's still not helping you. Like, what do you want me to do? We putting auto-tune on it. Like, bro, Trayvon, he'll be in there. I done seen him. He'll use Melodyne, and he's correcting every note.
You got to.
Every note. I'm like, bro, I will never do this, bro. If this is in a situation for me, I'm looking at y'all. If y'all try to come to the if you cannot catch the kid's beat, I will not be doing that. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
Yeah, you record it and we'll get the Trayvon.
Yeah, bro. He will sit there for hours, bro, and change every note, bro. Change every single one. Like, he'll do the whole song. He'll listen to it, be like, nah, this note wrong. He'll go back and fit. I'm like, nah. So that's for, like, y'all be trying to sing but can't sing. Y'all be trying to rap. You don't be on beat.
Man, that is
you don't know how to like you not even rhyming. You just like, you kind of like talking and a beat be in there, but like your word. So I'm like, okay, that's but listen, the kids, they into whatever they. Bro,
you want me to tell you a song that I just was listening to? It just came out Friday, I think. And she ain't on beat, but when I tell you she snapping though, well, she on beat, but I don't even know how to describe it, Caleb. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. That doggone what's the Lotto song? Lotto put it on the floor again or something like that. Bro, Cardi, like, she kind of flexing the beat a little bit. But, man, she in there, man. She going hard by like, yo, like, bro, can we cut the click on? Can we cut the metronome on? And let's stay in this pocket, man. Like, bro, like, I'm gonna have to move some transients or something. Like, lock you on the grid, because you ain't locked on the grid.
Is it, bro?
Bro, I got a homie from Jackson, bro. He done played on like some live arrangements for like Glorilla, Lotto.
Yeah.
He done did a few live arrangements playing drum. But he did one for Glorilla, and he was like, I ain't gonna put his name out there. So bro, you good. I ain't gonna get you in no trouble. Bro, when I tell you, and this is one of the best musicians I ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
This man, like, bro, when I tell you, mother, because he a church, he very churchy. He said, Mother Glow was way off beat. It was hard to do this.
I believe it.
Bro, I was just like, yo, somebody got to cut the metronome on and tell these people stay right here, bro.
The most underappreciated person in music is the engineer, bro. The engineer, listen, the producer and the engineer is making these songs for real. Bro, I've seen sessions where the artist would get in there and just rap the whole beat. They got no hook. They just putting their stuff. And I see an engineer, I see Trayvon make it a song. I see him tell you, go in there, hey, say this part like this, we're going to put it right there. He really made this song. Now, you done recorded, but he made the song. You see what I'm saying? Like,
then you get paid late payments and all this stuff. Bro, you gotta get percentage.
Bro, the way that the business,
I should get the most of the book of this.
The way that the business is like just set up right now is just wrong, and it just leads me to my fifth and last point, bro. That's why I'm inching into a early retirement from the game, man. Just listen. A lot of y'all artists out there, man, y'all not for real. Like y'all really not. Like y'all say that y'all really want to be artists. Y'all say y'all want to do this for real, but y'all really don't really want to do it for real. And listen, that's perfectly fine. I'm just not gonna subject myself to it. So we'll have artists that'll be like, yo, I'm trying to book your producer. I heard he blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. I always tell people like, I don't even try to, my whole thing is I be trying to let my beats talk for me.
Yeah.
So I be like, appreciate you, bro. I'ma just play you some stuff, like whatever. Like, you know, like I was saying, I think all my beats be trash anyway. Like once, bro, I'm telling you, bro, ask any artist that I ever worked with there, they will tell y'all I'm not capping. Like I'm just, after I make the beat, bro, I've moved on, bro. Like the song be fine. I'd be like, I liked what you did to the song, but I'd be like, man, I want to change this snare out real quick.
Yeah.
Like I want to, like I don't, like it just, it's always, I'm always just trying to tweak, or just some might be like, I don't like nothing I did to this, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, artists be like, man, I would really like to book you, man. We finna come to the studio, man, blah, blah. They'll book. We had people book 8-hour session, bro. Like they'll book the whole day. You know, if they book 4 hours, book 8 hours. Okay. I come, bring my hard drive. I got thousands of beats, whatever you want. You know, boom bap, traditional hip hop, you know, like
You know people who want boom bop down here?
you'll be it's rare, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? I just keep it because I like doing it myself.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that you're not gonna ever see in my hard drive, not that I can't make it, I'm not a fan of the music, is the band Rouge style. Like I feel like it's just everybody else around here do it anyway. So I just
you can't beat them.
Yeah, I'ma just let them do that. Like that's what they like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be in that lane. It's no offense to them, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I let them do that. Like I know my place in the game, like, cause I know, you know what I'm saying, if I can brag a little bit, I know the stuff that I do, that's me. I know can't nobody do that. So I'ma just do me, and if that's not what you want, I'm all right with that. Cause it's tons of talented producers that make that style of music that that's them for real.
That's them.
Like I'm not finna.
That's their bread and butter.
I'm not gonna make I'm not gonna try to replicate what they do. Like the same way I'm like, you know, like I guess you would say like the key Glock style. Like it's a young dude, man, who work out over here at S2 Studio. Like he do that for real.
Yeah, I grew up on that.
He do
like
that.
Memphis sound.
But that.
My hometown not far from
Yeah.
Memphis, so
And
I grew
like
up on that.
he do that for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be having people like, oh, I like that. I tell them like, man, I like it too. Like I got a couple of them, but I'm like, if you want like the authentic, because that's one thing can't nobody ever say, like for real. Like they can't say that Caleb is a hater when it comes to like producers. I be showing love. Like I be like, yo, like so and so is great at this style. Like you need to go see them. Like, cause it's just like it's all these people make music. It's enough for us all. So, you know, it's when folks come in and they be like, you know, I want this, and I'll play them stuff, and they be like, man, I like, bro, you the hardest producer. I like, bro, you the best. Man, I'm finna lock in with y'all. I ain't going nowhere else. They record on the beat. They already know your prices. They know how you get down. They know, like, I'm not finna pull out no split sheet right now, but before you put out about the song, you know this how we, you know what I'm saying? That's already understood. And it's like, you know, they pay the fee, they get a good review on the song. You don't never see him again, because it's like that was enough for them that one time.
Or could it? This another. I got my fifth pet peeve.
Yeah,
but it's piggybacking off your pet peeve. You come to the studio and you rap about all these bows you selling. these kilos of crack cocaine. You selling this meth. You selling all this stuff. You selling the.
You just the plug of all plugs.
You got this jewelry on. You got these cars. You got the Versace. You got the Versace belt. The whatever. You see, I'm in Crocs. If you in the
Balenciagas,
you in your Balenciagas and all this. You wearing all this. But this session is, say you book 2 hours and we doing $50 an hour. It's $100 for the session. Hey man, this beat you want from me, I'm charging $500, or let's say a rack. I'm charging $1,000 for the beat. To mix this song, we're gonna charge. I'm just throwing out random prices.
Yeah,
we just throwing out random. Yeah. So we at $1,200 now.
Yeah.
Let's say to mix and master, I'm charging you $300. This is very low. Every now and then I'm saying. So now you charge $300 for mix and master. Now it's $1,500 and all, and now you complaining to me saying it's too high.
Yep.
What sense does this make,
bruh?
So they could want to lock in with you, but this facade that they putting on, this story that they telling the world, ain't for real. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? What we on?
That's why I don't take it. That's why I don't take these guys serious, man. Like I just saw you on your story, bro. You just flashed 10 G's. But you want me to sell you the beat for $20, bro. Like
exclusive.
You want me to give you the beat exclusively for $20, bro. And that's one other thing. Listen. The Hattiesburg, really the Mississippi artistic community. We have to band together, y'all. If I know that at this studio, they charge $400 an hour, right? They charge $400 an hour to come in here and record. Jesus Christ. It behooves me to be in that same ballpark, not because of if I think I'm worth that. We need to set the standard for each other. The problem that's happening, bruh,
you 100%.
You charge $400, and I'd be like, watch this, and I'm gonna charge $5 an hour. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm getting gypped, I'm getting robbed, and ain't nobody coming. We both losing.
Yep.
When at the end of the day, if you charge 50, we charge 60. Heartbeat charge 55. Big charge 50. S2 charge 55. Now it's a standard. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Now it's $5 to $10. That ain't no real.
That ain't no real.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, this is the standard. But which I want to say for y'all, for all the studio owners, they done got right with that. But I'm mainly looking at y'all producers, man. We too talented. Y'all are too talented to hold y'allself short, because I'm sure it's gonna be some artists that look at this. Y'all can just ask around. Y'all know my fee. Like, I don't play them because I know what I put in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get a song, a beat from me, you get an industry quality. Like, if you do what you supposed to do, this song gone.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't no, you see what I'm saying? Like, so, but instead, y'all want to talk about y'all serving y'all doing this, but you want to get a free beat off YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So like, and what I be trying to tell dudes is what separates y'all from Thug, Baby, the guys who y'all are trying to be like, they invested in their music. Before that they blew up, they ain't blow up on accident. They were shooting like good quality videos. They was in the studio all the time. They was paying they producers. Like, it ain't no accident how they got to that point.
Or even if they wasn't like paying the producer,
it was
clear that they were locked in with that producer.
Yes.
They're like, well, if this blows,
that's what I'm saying. With me. It was in understand that they had with the producer that, hey, listen, I can only do this right now. I'm like, they would just listen. The thing is, and I'm like this with tons of art, like, bro, like a lot of people don't know this. Some of y'all finna be mad when I'm finna say this right now.
Oh.
The artists that I mess with for real, I don't get anything from them. I don't want anything from them. And the main reason is because I believe in their music. I see what they doing for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that is it's like, you know what? If you keep doing this, I see what you're doing. You know what? We gonna just do this like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, if I see what you trying to do, I can work with you. But if you BSing, it's like, bro, I'm not. Why? It's because you're not finna do anything. No way.
You finna waste my time.
It's like all we need is an understanding. But it's like around here, what I be seeing a lot, the artists, they attempt to play the little game. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna see what I can get out of Ray and them over here, and I'm gonna come back over there with Trayvon and Caleb at the compound. They won't talk about I'm gonna go over here hard. Like, they be trying to do the little bounce around game, see what they can, like, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, like, we see what y'all be doing. It's just, me personally, like, I be saying, like, I don't really care at this point. So it's like, that's why things have been, I would say, not slow, because, like, I be, you know, just from my website, I got a song right now from an artist in London, bruh, that's like blowing up on TikTok. Like, she found me off the internet from my streams, and just like put my beats out on the internet.
See, boom, you
know what I'm saying?
Great segue. Before we segue though,
yeah,
how can we? What's the best way to fix the area we in? Because do all us need this smashing company compound, Heartbeats, S2? Do all us need to come together and set a standard for every? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's one thing. Yes, and what I will say, the owners of the studios have been doing a good job with that, as far as, like, you know, just trying to, what's gonna be the standard rate, trying to book. I like how everybody honestly is around the same price. Like, it's not nobody's way less than anybody, and that's how it needs to be. I would say the main thing is for the producers that work in these studios. Man, y'all need to value yourselves more. That's one, because that's the problem. Encourage the artists to take their craft more seriously. Wean them off of the YouTube beats. Because what y'all don't realize, as somebody that puts their stuff on YouTube now, because that's just the game that we in. And like I said, it's 30 people that done got that beat. It's 50 people,
and
100.
It's a fight for your life.
100 people.
Who gonna make it?
If that song blows up, you know how hard that producer who you stole the beat from is gonna charge you a lot more than he would have you just bought it exclusive of right. You see what I'm saying?
All he wanted was $20.
But because you paid him $20 just so you could put it out on Spotify, and now you done shot a little video, y'all in the hood, y'all had y'all guns. Now it done went viral. Now another song blowing up. Now some company trying to reach out to you like, hey, we want this song, but you can't even give it to him because the producer refused to say the beat. When all you had to do, bro, I've seen it happen. When all you had to do, buy it out right up front. Like, it's just, that stuff happens every day, bro. I've had artists that happen to all the time. They like, man, I'm trying to get exclusive for this beat, but the producer don't want to 7 cent the beat. Like, we've offered 3-4 times what they said they wanted first, and they like, no. Like, it's nothing at this point, he does, because what people don't realize, I got a beat on YouTube right now. I checked the other day. I sold it like 78 times. Like, people just going on my web. They just going on my web. They going on my website and just buying the same beat. So I'm like, now. So I'm like,
shit,
78 times, bro. One beat.
You done made a killing out there one beat, man.
So if somebody couldn't be talking about for the exclusive, you at least gotta get me to that and then some. Because I'm thinking as my channel keep growing, more people gonna buy.
I'm gonna sell if I done sold it 78 times.
You see what I'm saying?
I can for sure at the rate my growth going, I can for sure foresee like 3 times.
So why would I give it to you exclusively when you could have had it from jump? You see what I'm saying? So that's the first thing, man. Wean these artists off of YouTube. But then too, and man, this is just the cold hard truth, bro. What has hurt us the most, we haven't had somebody to make it for real, put that flag down and show people what they got to do. Because now,
I think the closest is Josh.
Yes. And, you know, Josh, bet you ain't know this. That's me and Rob's cousin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, German.
So like, you know, like when I first been, that was my first artist I was working with for real. So, like, but the thing is with Josh, like, even he would tell you, well, he won't tell you. I'm gonna say it because he's nice. He wanna, but like at the end of the day, it's like a lot of these same people who showing him love now, they weren't doing it when he was here. You see what I'm saying? It took for him to go to the A for some people that's not his people for them to show love. Now all of a sudden, now everybody want to show some love. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's like he had to do that because of y'all was not gonna give him the love because he was here. Now since he in Atlanta and some people from Atlanta like him, some folks from New York like him. Now it's Josh from the crib.
He got his streams.
You know what I'm saying?
His streams look amazing.
You see what I'm saying?
So it look like he's shining or whatever.
So now when he come home, he can sell out his show because now everybody like, you know, Josh from the crib. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I would say Josh's success story is more so of a reason to leave. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's more so of a like I said, like what would need to happen, bro. Like I said, like somebody to legitimately have a organic, like just a glow up from here. Now they can still move back and forth between here and the A, but it started here. Like that would have to be the way to show people, for people to take it seriously. Because, you know, and this ain't no knock on Heartbeats no whatever, because like that's truth. Like, but when R.I.P. to Diddy Youngin, like, you know, that was his
home.
Yeah, that was his studio.
I knew he was recording it, but I
yeah, like Heartbeats was his guy. So like, you had people, which I don't even think Heartbeats would like to be known for that, because I know dudes that like produce over there, or whatever. I'd have been up there before, but like they kind of, without even trying, became known as, if you trying to make that type of songs, go there, because somebody from there blew.
Yeah, like
they got producers that made that beat. So it's like, that's how people was like, they were trying to do it from there. But like, let's say if like Josh stayed here, but his home studio was the compound. Well, now you gonna get all the R&B artists from the South, like South Mississippi. They gonna come to the and they gonna try to cultivate that. So it's just, man, the sad part is like we don't have like that person that stayed here, that blew up here, that kind of showed you the guidelines to where people want to take stuff seriously here. Because what they'll do, one thing that we didn't talk about, which this is really why it ain't just kind of rub me the wrong way. They'll pay that $1,200 out in the A. They'll pay that $1,200.
But it look more appealing when you go to the A because everybody you walk in the studio, they got all the racks
which
and
is
stuff.
which is kind of what we was talking about earlier. That's why the compound looked the way it do. You see what I'm saying? So that excuse is gone out the window. The equipment, the quality, like bro, like they thought about that when they was putting that together. All is gone out the window. They still they still make an excuse because it's a Hattiesburg studio.
Yeah.
But they'll go to a lesser studio in Houston. You know what I'm saying? They'll go to a lesser studio in Memphis, but because it's there, that's what they'll do. So it's hard, man. Like it's super hard. And like I just think that, every time we get a little artist who be trying to get a little something, they get locked up. They move. It's like once we get one though, it don't matter if it's R&B, pop, like trap. If we get one, it now sets the precedent of okay, it can be done here. You could take it seriously here instead of I'm move out to the A.
It's a band here named MS Paint. MS Paint, but they like punk rock. But I think they on the verge. But nobody know about them.
Yeah.
Like nobody in our community.
That was that was my first time hearing it. You just
like,
said
bro,
it.
Post Malone was at their show.
For real?
Like they on tour now. Post Malone was at their show. Then showed them love, took pictures with them, all type of stuff. I like, yo, they gonna be one of the ones because they here. Like when they off the road, they here. Miss Pinella's son. I think you probably may have went to high school with him. Nick Pinella. This white dude, man.
That name sound.
He had a big brother who went to Hattiesburg High too, named Joy. But Nick Pinella in it, so it's like they Hattiesburg guys, but they ain't in our, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't in our circle.
So
like,
yeah.
They're like, bro, I don't know, man, cause like we were saying earlier, like on that rant I went on that episode, I ain't want to disrespect nobody in like a fighting way, but I wanted to disrespect you to make you try to bring a level up.
Yeah.
But that's what cause I'm really trying to see in my mind, how can we bring the level up? But I don't want to beat that dead horse. So you brought up you stream. I've actually caught a couple of your streams. I think I caught one on IG. I think you were double streaming on YouTube and IG at the same time. I caught one on IG. How do you prefer? Let me see how I can phrase this. Is that something you prefer to do? Like you like to let people in your process of you actually producing?
Man, I'm trying to, in a non-arrogant way, I'm trying to inspire the next me. I want a protege. Yeah. Like I want to, have someone that I can show all the stuff that I know, so it don't take them as long to learn it as it did for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, my girl's gonna hate this. I know she gonna want, bro, like, that's why, like, I honestly, I'm trying to find the next me. So it's like, my girl's gonna hate this because she really want to move. Like, she's trying to,
Is she from here or is she from out there?
So,
cause she sing too, right?
Yeah, we got some songs together. Like that's kind of what's keeping me going, bro. Like just doing stuff for her. So, her family is from the Delta, like Belzoni, all that. The catfish capital of the world.
Yeah, Belzoni.
Yeah, so that's where her folks from. But
that's up my way. That's my way.
Yeah, nah. So she, bruh, funny thing, her last name is Bradford.
We may be cousins.
Y'all might be cousins for real, bro.
What's up, girl? What's up, family?
Y'all might be cousins. So, but nah, like her people from up there, but like she been here pretty much her whole life. But like she was born in Florida. She lived in Turkey, Kansas, Belzoni, and then Hattiesburg. So, but she been here like all the way from like elementary school. Like she graduated from Oak Grove, went to USM. So, but like I said, she's the spread your wings and fly, and I'm more like, bro, that's all I know. Like I'm cool because I'm in a way like you. I'm trying to build it up to where like it's not like how it is now. When we old and done doing this, I want it to be like, cause they starting to do something in Jackson right now. They trying to create this hub of young creators. Like I want that for us here.
Yeah.
So, for the streams, man, like I'm doing it to show people like, bro, it ain't hard. It look hard. It's not hard. Like I talk through my process. Like, at first I thought that people just wanted to hear like the beats, but like I got feedback one time. Like somebody was like, "No, I like how you explain why you did this."
Yeah.
Like why? So I'm like, okay, so or like where I like challenge. I'll like challenge myself. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this style beat for this artist, and then I'm gonna show you how I did everything. So it's just I do it for two reasons. Like I said, one, it is to inspire somebody so they can see what I'm doing. Well, it's kind of three reasons. So, to inspire. Two, to showcase my talent to other artists who, trying to work with a producer. They like, oh, nah, this dude, he's fire.
It's a dude in me and Liv band that work with you.
Bro.
Alex.
Bro, what's crazy, bro?
I think he said he found his stuff on YouTube.
Bro, the crazy part, he found my stuff on YouTube. He was like, he didn't even know like the connection with like Liv, whatever. And so, but nah, it's crazy. Bro, I was supposed to send him some beats. I was supposed to send Alex some beats, bro. And I had totally forgot. I switched my IG from like, I guess I switched like a business page. Bro, it moved like half of my convos to like
primary and general.
Bro,
and all that
yes,
stuff.
bro. I checked, bro. I seen somebody in person like Tuesday. And they was like, bro, I've been DMing you, bro. You still, I'm like, bro, you ain't DM me. I pull out my phone, I'm like, bro, you ain't DM me. Like, bro, he showed me his phone. I'm like, so I'm like, you a request? I look like, General. Bro, it's like 29 people. Bro, I got like 2 or 3 blue checks in there trying to get me, yo, are you based out of it? Bro, it's like known people. Like you based out of Atlanta. I find you on you, bro. Like I was just like, bruh. And some of this stuff is like, bro, like 14, 15, 16 weeks old.
You tripping, bro.
Bruh. So like,
you tripping.
I literally found it this week. So I'm like, as I'm going back, I'm like, hey, I didn't see. Of course, some people not responding back. Some people tagging me like in songs that they bought from my website. The songs done came out. Bro, it's all kind of crazy stuff, bro. So yeah, so that's the second reason is for that stuff to happen. Like folks to find me, because the algorithm put little hashtags in there, they'll find you that way. The third reason, and honestly the most important reason, is to hold myself accountable.
Ooh.
Because sometimes, bro, I get in these ruts, bro, like I was saying, where I don't want to make music. Because, like we was talking about, the artists, so it's just like, but in order to keep my sword sharp, I gotta
keep going.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? Let me turn that camera on, put this mic over here, let's go live on YouTube, let's just, you know what I'm saying? And like, one of the things as a content creator that people don't like talk about a lot is, some people create content and their desire to keep going is based on their likes, their views, the comments, the feedback. And I be telling people like, bruh,
if that's what you're doing it for,
you might as well stop. Bro, you might as well stop. Because what people don't realize is like your eventual fans, they not gonna be your friends. They not gonna be the people who follow you right now. It's gonna be people who you don't know that's gonna find you. So if you trying to worry about like, dang, why my homeboy from 10th grade, why he ain't like my post about because this ain't for him, bro.
Caleb.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's somebody you mentioned earlier. I'm gonna say his name. I hope you see this, boy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut this up and make this a clip. Kobe Willis and Dino Howard come to me. You know, they call me OG.
Yeah.
I ain't that old. I'm 33. But they call me OG. I accept it, though, because they just won't call me nothing else.
Yeah.
OG, should we post more clips of us playing? What you think, OG? Then Kobe whole thing, OG, I'm trying to, you know how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
OG, I'm trying to do it for real. OG, you think I can do it, man? OG, I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to want to play music professional. I said, you gotta put yourself out there.
You got to.
Then Dino tell me, but man, I be worried, man, about what these folks around here gonna say about me. I said, Dino, you worried about what a hood nigga you know from 10th grade gonna think, bro?
He's not important at all in the grand scheme of things,
you playing keyboard? It ain't even in his lights.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing that ain't nothing he looking for in his algorithm.
That's not for him.
So you worry about if he gonna like it or not, bro. You need to be worried about the people who will like it.
Yep.
Bro, and you may post for 2 years and get 50 likes on these things, but in year 3, that one post get 5,000 likes or whatever, and then they go, or 10,000 likes, they get 20,000 likes, 5,000 comments. Now they going back to everything you done did.
People don't understand that, man. Like the consistency is what, like, you gotta. People think these big YouTubers just jump. No, bro. Go back to their first YouTube video. Yeah, it's people that saw it now, but look at when they first posted. Did nobody know who they was, bro? You gotta keep going. So it's like me, bro. Like, it's been points on my stream where it just me on there. All right, cool. I still gotta make this beat.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I still gotta make this beat, so it don't matter if I'm doing it live or if I'm not live. I still gotta make this beat, bro. So it's like, I don't care. That stuff ain't never really like affecting me, because, like, you know, I just realized that, like, it's not for those, like, they follow me because we friends, but, like, this is for an audience beyond them. Mm-hmm. So, like, once you get through that lens, like, once you get that through your head, it's easy to just go out and do it. Like, I have a show now, on AMP, which
I was going before. What's pub your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Real quick. I want a quick pub so everybody can go to it.
So I got 2 YouTube channels. So you can actually find me on YouTube. It's the Caleb Faulkner, just like my IG name. And then if you want to listen to my beats, it's produced by the Caleb Faulkner. If you go to one of them, they both link together. Okay. So you just click on one, the other one be there. So yeah, I'm actually starting back my streams when I come back from Disney, which would be the last week in June. So, like, first week of July, I'll be back doing my streams. Listen, I'm gonna have artists come through. We're gonna make a song live on the spot. I'm have Liv come over. We're gonna make a song on the spot. Like, we just having fun. I take requests from the chat. So
dope.
Yeah. So.
Dope. So now you're on AMP.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that now. I'm gonna be real with you, Caleb. I like to be one thou out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy it. Listen, I'm jumping on AMP too.
Listen,
you have inspired me. I gotta start doing it, man.
Bruh, I was just finna tell you, like, you should do AMP, because like you could legitimately do it from here. Like, all you would need, that best way to do it, you can use that mic, actually. The best way to do it is to get, like, an iPad or something. Run the iRig. You seen the iRig?
Yeah, I got iRig in
there. Run that joint from your interface in the iPad. You're gonna be good, bro. Like, it's just so that way when you talking, you getting this quality instead of AirPods or for the thing. You can run your whole show from there, bro. You can do a live pod from there. Like, you can do all that. So, we was saying earlier, like, just my I guess my influences in music. I'm saying my dad listened to Tom Joyner, so I've always liked, I just like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had my homegirl, I got to give her credit. Shout out to DeQuasia, a great artist. I work very close with her. We got a lot of good stuff coming soon. she actually told me like, bro, you should do amp like, cause like you have the personality to do it. Like you should really do amp. I'm like, what's amp? She like, that's your radio. It's like live radio. Like on the amp, you like on the app, you just pick your songs from the app. You talk on there. You have guests, do call-ins, all that good stuff. So I'm like,
you had call-in?
yeah, bro. You could, bro. You got call, bro. My next episode, which would be Tuesday, that's gonna be the last one I'm doing solo, and then I'm gonna have a guest
every week.
The next week. Yeah. So it's gonna be like, but yeah, like I started doing that, because like, now I'm finna brag right about this part.
Hey,
right here.
go for it, bro.
Listen, bro. I be discovering artists like for like before they blow. Like, bro, you'll be surprised. Like, bro, like the first artist that I always tell people, Travis Scott. Like when he was before T.I., before like he had this mixtape that was out on YouTube that I found from Tumblr, and I'm like, this dude sound like a mix of like Kid Cudi and Kanye, but it's like got some trap elements. Like he hard, bro. I was telling my friends, like they like, no.
Not everybody,
I met my girlfriend at USM. I said, "Hey, sorry that Travis Scott, he finna blow up." And she like, his music kind of good. We went to his show. It was like no one there at the House of Blues. Bro, the next year he's doing arenas. He's doing arenas, bro.
That's crazy.
He's doing arena. It took 1 year.
That's crazy, bro.
So it's like, but it's not just him. Bryson Tiller, when he was a rapper, a lot of people don't know this. When he was rapping before the singing, I was on him. I was telling folks like when he first like transitioned to singing, I was like, you know how some sound. It sound weird, but in a good way.
Hey, like it's intriguing.
You like, now listen,
intriguing.
bruh, this is not like real good singing, but it's like R&B music, but it got like trap drums. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's the whole wave.
Now all R&B sound that way. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, I was on him before, like, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh, and my girl's my witness for all this, cause she know I'm like, bruh, this dude finna blow. Don't comes out. She like, this stuff, yeah, that's him. And now he's worldwide. Like, bruh, I can go on and on about artists, but it's just like, I always find people before they blow, because like, I like discovering new music, because I'm a Kanye stan through and through. So you know that's good and bad.
I'm trying not to go on a rant, a Kanye rant, because everybody was on my boy. I had even got a little down on my boy. Damn, you should have been quiet, my boy. Mm-hmm. But look at it now. They coming on back.
Listen. Everybody could have seen that coming. When you saw how much money they set up for Lou, I said, nah, they're gonna be coming back. But like as a pupil of Kanye, like one of the things that he's known for is constantly changing his sound every album. Nothing sounds the same.
Only 2 albums that you can say are close. College Dropout.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Straight.
That's
everything.
It. Everything else is
different. Every album.
Yeah, so it's like I'm always trying to find like.
Once he got with Mike Dean,
I'm always trying to find new stuff to influence to put into my stuff. Like, I kid you not, bruh. And I hate that we didn't put this song out. When drill music became popular, like 2020, Pop Smoke, 5 Yo, we was at the old spot before we went to the compound. I sat there and I told Trayvon, and he know I'm telling the truth. I said, nobody's doing R&B and drill, we need to do it now. I literally made a drill beat. It was drill drums
with the sample with the sample joint.
I made drill drums, and I said, we need to make it like R&B. We need to make it like R&B. Like, so it was some chords, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my boy C Sharp came and laid some chords that, like, it was.
Kadera, shout out to Kadera Beard, man.
Yeah, my boy C
Shout
Sharp,
out
man.
Kadera.
So,
Apostle
yep.
Kadera Beard, man.
So, you know, he had came over there and laid some chords down, bro. We got like 2 or 3 songs like that, but they never come out. And then it's just now starting to catch on like this year.
Yeah, when them doing all them sampling all these people.
Yeah, like all them. Yeah. So it's like, but we kind of joked about it. I'm like, bro, we talked about this
been up
3 years ago. If we would have just put it out, it would have been weird.
It would have been super
weird.
But
now we would have been known as people that started. So it's like.
So you were doing like the New York drill drums?
Yeah.
Man,
and I don't even like. And that's the thing. But I don't even like that.
Is the New York drill drums really the New York, or is it the UK?
So okay, the answer to that is kind of both. So drill,
Chicago, right?
Ish, yes. So,
but that was more like trap music.
But the like that was still, they started it, but it just. They didn't do, the kicks wasn't in the same way. Like theirs was just more, it didn't sound the same. Like it's a dude named
in the glide bass.
Yeah, they didn't do that. That when it got to the UK is when they started doing that. And then for whatever, I don't know why Pop Smoke thought he should start rap, or he started doing them beats. But he started to rap on UK drill beats. But then at some point he was like, y'all beats are a little too happy.
Yeah.
Like, we need more, like, sadness, like dark evil.
Yeah.
So they just started to sound more evil. But it all came from, like that early, matter of fact, I think the dude that started, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, King Louis and DJ L are like, they the ones that actually started it. See, listen, bro, I'm a real historian of the music. Like, I be trying to find out where did it.
King Louis, I'm trying to remember King Louis.
Yeah.
Because I done seen, I ain't gonna lie, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I would go on like a Chiracology rabbit hole on like YouTube. I would go on like bro, man. These stories is like, Caleb, they are mind blowing.
I'm gonna start watching something.
No. It's sad, but it's good. But it's you look at one person, hey man, I'm gonna go look up some King Von history.
Yeah,
as you know, God dog. Well, let me look up Random them.
Yeah.
Oh, let me look up Dirk. Oh man, before you know it, I done spent 10 hours of my day on YouTube. Bro, these little dudes crazy, bro. Like. And I think I seen King Louis' name on there. But King Louis, he not one of the ones who actually, like, I may have this wrong. He not one of the ones who actually blew, like, all the way. Right?
No, he was like, he's a Chicago legend, but he didn't blow up all the way like the rest of them. Like, obviously, like, you know, Chief Keef, Reese, like, Dirk, like, all them was the ones that popped.
Yeah.
But he kind of stayed more Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like, that's kind of.
He kind of swollen.
Yeah, like, dude, he got long dread.
Yep.
Yeah,
he can flow too.
Yeah,
he can really flow.
Yeah. So, that was, you know, I thought that was the drill was gonna take off, and it just.
You mentioned drill and R&B.
Yeah.
I think I ain't say this earlier. Olivia Lee, just live. If you want to go, she has a song out. She has a song.
Live.
Big Live. I call her GD Live. But if you want to, she got a song out. She got a few songs out. Latest song out called "Foolish," produced by Caleb. R&B. Liv can really sing her ass off. She got if you look up, she got a couple rapping melodic songs.
Yeah.
Melodic rap, but just "Foolish," she really singing.
Yeah.
She was how I got introduced to him musically. So most things I know him for is R&B.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I don't think there's nobody around here at least in 100-mile radius of Hattiesburg. So that means we going either way. I don't think nobody can touch you in R&B, bro. For sure. I ain't heard the rest of your bag.
Listen.
But I want to get your opinion on the state of R&B. Because it'd be a lot of talk about R&B. R&B is dead, blase, blase. But I don't think so, because it's people like you who producing these great songs. So I would like to hear your opinion on R&B.
So, shameless plug here. My AMP show, Hey Caleb, is basically an R&B radio show because I am very passionate about R&B. It's my favorite genre. I actually started as a mainly hip hop producer, but I like R&B a lot. So this is a very passionate topic of mine. This is what happened to R&B. When it's a long answer, but I'm gonna try to keep everything short. First things first. Folks stop going to church.
Holy Ghost.
Let's just listen, bro. Let's just keep it real.
Kenyon Dixon said the same thing. They took the church out the R&B.
Bro, let's just keep it real, bro. Like, listen, the church was the breeding ground for the R&B superstars, like the producers and the artists.
Yeah.
They started that's how, because they make you sing all kind of ways. They stretch. They get everything out of you. You learn how to perform under high pressure. It's just stuff like that it doesn't happen no more. Like these new age parents, they go to church online now. So they kids don't join the choir, right? But like I said, that worked both ways because the producers stopped going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like people don't chords. They like, I don't know how to make chords. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you have an R&B song? You ain't got no chords. Now you know how to punch in notes, but you ain't got no chords. Like you trying to make all you know how to do is make trap. You know what I'm saying? So that's first. Two, all of the that'll be third. Let me say this a second. Let's go back to our guy Kanye. 808s and Heartbreak.
He shifted the.
That's what R&B is now. Like if you are a historian of music, you want to just see what happened with like music, subject matter, how the beats were structured. If you strip down R&B now, a lot of the trap soul, it's a direct line from Kanye's 808s and Heartbreak. And I can explain why, okay? That album, and I'm a Drake stan too. That album birthed Drake. He will even tell you that, right? That album birthed Drake. That's how you get So Far Gone Drake. He took that, he flipped it, and that's what became Drake. Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, all those guys who they kind of twisted the sound of R&B based on the R&B that Drake was doing from that era. But that comes from Kanye. So all that is kind of what we get now. So now everyone makes their own version of trap soul, whether it be Chris Brown, Jacquees, any of y'all R&B artists that y'all like that make mainstream R&B, you can correlate that all the way back to Drake. And matter of fact, the song that changed everything, y'all look this song up. Drake had a song that he dropped on OVO Sound Radio called "How About Now?" Cause I'm up right now. That song right there.
Yeah.
That beat, the way the beat, how they put that little chop in there, that little that right there. You can take that instrument, you take the instrumental, study it. That's R&B now. When he dropped that song, that is what R&B is. Like just the way that songs are structured, the way that the beats are structured is basically done like that. So that's two. It's like the rappers became
singers, man.
The singers. And listen, I love Kanye, but that was an unintended consequence. The rappers became singers. We used to get the rap song with the R&B hook, or the R&B song with the rap
hook.
verse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
rap
saying?
rap verse.
So it's like we don't get that no more because Drake do it. He do it. Drake do it all.
But
you know what I'm saying?
It's sad because he does it so well. And mind you, people, we talking about mainstream R&B because it's a lot of great R&B out here. A lot of great
Which
R&B.
I'm gonna get to why that's not mainstream too.
Yeah. But it's just Drake can do both of them so well, so everybody try to imitate him, but you can't do it at the level Drake can do it. And honestly, I don't even know if Drake can do it so well. It's probably 40 in there manipulating a lot of stuff.
Go back to what we said earlier. The engineer, man. The engineer.
So so it's like I don't know, bro. I don't know. But everybody trying, you're right, everybody trying to copy him. And it's like, if you really think about like your favorite R&B man, they singing, bro. Like they really singing, bro. You can feel the emotion in their voice. They portraying emotion well. The music is it's portraying the emotion. Like, bro, some of this I can't feel no emotion off of it, bro.
So, and that's funny because that lead me to honestly kind of like the I guess you would say like the last point, one of the last points about the state of R&B and why it's in the spot it's in now. When the rappers start to sing, right? What also happened is the singer started to rap. And now everything, like, listen, if we go, like, we talked about, like, Travis or, like, Dunn Tolliver. What are they? Are they rappers?
Ooh.
Or are they singers?
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
I would say Dunn is a singer for sure.
But we have thousands of them now. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's the problem. And, what happened was, R&B in the 90s in its heyday, that was our music. It was the most it was more popular. I know it sounds crazy. It was more popular than hip hop at that time. What happened is it flipped. And now hip hop is the most popular genre in the world, literally. Like hip hop, I know a ton of people like want to discredit. It's literally the most hip hop artists streamed the most, they tour the best. It is the most popular music. Like, let's keep it a bean. Like the white kids like that more than they like it,
bro.
They like it more than they like
Can't
the pop.
relate to it at all, but they love it.
They love it. So it has become pop music. If you turn on SL 100, you know what you're gonna hear a lot now. You're gonna hear some of that pop music still, but you're gonna hear way more rap than it was when I was a kid. Mm. So that's also the thing. So when hip hop went up here, like by default, the record companies stopped investing as much in R&B. So at the same time, got less artists going to church, less producers going to church. Hip hop is growing, and now the big time companies are investing less in R&B. That's why, right, the R&B now that is the great R&B that I would say that what makes it, it's not really R&B, it's like soul almost. Like I would say what Liv is even doing is like soul music, like, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why that's the R&B sound, like what people would say the true R&B sound now, is because when all of the mainstream acts, they went away, the people that were still producing quality R&B music was the Erykah Badu's.
Yeah.
So it's like their music, they were still producing the music at a high clip, and that's what the R&B artists that we like, the Hers, Jasmine Sullivan, that's what they do. It's a cut off of that tree because that was what was still going on when they was doing it. Now you got people like Hitmaker, who I like a lot, actually. I think the idea of I like the idea of taking something old, repackaging, and putting new. Yeah. My only problem with him, well, I got a couple problems with him actually. He acts like what he's doing is hard. First of all, like, bro, if y'all ever saw a session at the compound, we do exactly what they doing. Mm-hmm. Like, we be like, man, you know this old song we like? Oh, let me put the little bounce they be doing. I can do that easy. We can cook that up quick. Like, it'll sound exactly like what they doing. It's not hard. That's one thing. But then two, at some point, bro, it's like when you sampling something, you at least got to repackage it in a certain way to where it's not exactly the same. Like what they've been doing now that I'm not a fan of, the drums even be the same. Like it literally sounds like the same instrument. It sounds like the same instrumental, but they put new lyrics. I'm like, bro, you just took that same beat. That ain't even you just took the beat.
Bro, it's not. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I don't want to.
No,
it's not original. It's not original to me. It's like, bro, hey man, you sampled. You took the majority of their song and you just made a song on top of it. But yeah, his whole thing with me is just, man, bro, you not the only person out here doing that, bro. You one of the biggest though. That's cool.
I would say that's the problem. And you know what? That is, he's found a way because he knows that people like he's doing a bad impression of what Puff was doing in the 90s when he would take, what was then the soul samples. Mm-hmm. He was the first person to like do that and then repackage them. But as everybody knows, those songs were new songs though. Like he would sample a popular song, but it didn't feel like that same song. Like all them, big songs and all that. Like, like
it's still
it don't feel like them songs. Mm-hmm. Like the thing is, like with Bergen and what they be doing now, man, is like I said, I heard a song on Teak and I'm like, bro, is this that same beat? Because like what they was doing at first, that they would replay the main sample and then add new drum.
Interpolation.
Yeah, but like now it's like, fam, is that the same beat? Like y'all just ask them, hey, can y'all just send that beat over? We gonna just put a new chorus over it. Like that ain't. But that has for whatever reason that has become mainstream R&B.
What get me about it, man, because the masses of people, we are now programmed to like, that's what we looking for in music. So if you ain't got that, and they're all like the big radio program heads and all this stuff, they'll say stuff like, well, the people need something they can latch on to. It's like something nostalgic, something they can remember, reference it, take them back to a moment. But it's like, bro, when the original people who made that song, when Rolls Royce made that song, or Chic made that song, or Heatwave made this song, whoever you sampling, when they made this song, they weren't.
They didn't have anything to go off of.
So,
like, it was just them.
Why are we making our generation of people feel like, well, for your song to be a hit, you need a Michael Jackson sample. Like, no, bro, just create something authentic and true to you, bro.
You know what? Now, I ain't never thought of it like this way, but to kind of tie everything in, that also goes back into producers not knowing how to create their own stuff. That just what because like you don't know any, you can't, you need something to, because we all take inspiration from stuff. But
the best creative.
Yeah, it ain't anything new under the sun. But fam, you just copying everything bar for bar, note for note. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it stems from. So like that's why, for stuff that I try to do, like I can do the mainstream R&B. Like I think the last song that I've done that's actually came out, I think it's me and my girl Key did. And it's like it's a flip of Promise by Sierra, but nothing is the same in that song. Like I took elements, like they got like them little chimes, little like I put that in there. Like I think the kick pattern is the same, but the actual music is not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I like doing stuff like that. Like I want this song to feel like that. And like I've had people listen to it, they say, "Oh, it feels like this song from back then." Like people tell me, I'm like, that's what I was going for. I was trying to make you feel the nostalgia from that time period, but I didn't want you to be like, man, that sounds just like so and so. You know what I'm saying? So there's creative ways to do that type of stuff.
Line.
Yeah, but it's just like thing is like people don't like being creative. Like people like going in saying we got to do this. It's a formula. I don't work on like for formulas. Like I don't like doing that at all. Like if like somebody be like, we need this type of song. Like even the song that we did with Liv that was on that was on the Zeus show. Like that was a formula. It was like, hey, we need a ratchet song that's gonna be good for this show. I'm like, okay, let's make the beat first. So I sat there, we made the beat, and then like, you know, Liv and Trey was you know, they was doing their thing and they was writing their bouncing ideas off, and we was like, okay, yeah, we need but we listening to them like it's not hood enough. We need to make this, get there. So there's a way to work in a formula, but you still gotta be like you can't do to make a hit record it has to be this key, this BPM.
Oh, man.
I don't like that type of stuff.
You know that's the industry.
That's the industry, bro. Like it's they say this A and R named Mike Karen. Mike Karen got a book of how to make a hit. He knows it's certain subject matter, BPM, key, like instruments that got to be in it, like all that. And like when he go into studios, he be like, "This don't got this. This not gonna be a big hit." And they be saying he be right most of the time, but it's just like, what's the fun in that?
Mike been around forever too.
Exactly,
he got that data.
But you know, like for me, it's like, okay, I'm okay with doing that every once in a while, but every time I go in this studio, I'm not trying to work from your sheet because we not pushing the culture, like we're not pushing the boundaries. Like that's what's wrong with music now. Like the trap music era has been stuck on the same beat since 2008, bro. Like listen, like South Side and Lex, they got kids everywhere. They kids got kids now. Like they got great grands. Like they just
shouted was shoot. I was South Side, shouted red.
Bruh, D Rich, Zaytoven, Drummer Boy.
Sure.
Like they all like they got kids. Like they ain't did anything new.
But you want me to tell you who? So they got kids, but you want me to tell you who them kids' granddad is? Just JD.
Oh, 100%, bro.
All of it stem from them.
The music that's like becoming even the hits now, they all sound like old 3-6 songs. Bro, the flow, the way the beats are constructed is straight 3-6.
Bro, when I tell you, Caleb, that's what you introduced to, Kanye and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My first recollections of like hip hop is 3-6. Cause my hometown it's like an hour away from Memphis, so we hear anything Memphis doing, bro. I'm telling you, man, 3-6, Player Fly, that 8-Ball MJG. There's one more group, Skinny Pimp, all them, man. All them people, man, that's what we were listening to, bro. So it's like, as soon as I hear something nowadays, Mike Will made it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard, I'm listening to that Metro because we gonna talk about that movie before we leave too.
Yeah.
I listened to the Metro soundtrack of the Spider-Man. I was like, man, Metro the only one to me that's doing it
the right
way. Like it's like you can tell they influence him.
Yeah.
But like it's just this him though. When you hear this him.
And you know what? He had to get an MPC to actually get that. Like the thing is, it's hard to get that sound without having an MPC. Having the MPC, it's something about the imperfections of the MPC. It's like the drums hit a certain way. It's like you need that.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
The only person that work with MPC is Jay Dilla.
Oh yeah,
by far.
Bro. Yeah. I mean that's just, bro. What he was doing, I don't think would ever be done again. Just the way he was chopping samples off beat and then putting them on beat with other drums. Like it just, how does your brain even work that way,
bro?
Like
I'm gonna ask you a question. We'll end up talking about producers all night. But before I ask you this question, Jay Dilla will make him the greatest to me.
Yeah.
He didn't just change the way producers produce. But none of that. Or he didn't influence people. Not only did he influence people like Kanye, him and Q-Tip around the same era, but I'm sure they influenced each other.
Yeah.
All these people, Ninth Wonder, all these people, right?
Yeah.
And for real, all these people.
Mm-hmm.
But this nigga changed the way musicians play their instruments, bro. It's a whole circle of musicians, Caleb, that are like Dilla heads.
Yeah.
Questlove. Because, Questlove played on a lot of them records like that. Them Common records, them Badu records, all this stuff. So, like, Questlove, Kareem Riggins, Robert Glasper, all these people who were around him in this time span, he helped change the way musicians play their records, their instruments. And not only did them musicians, he influenced them, but them musicians end up influencing the whole world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's, you know how different you gotta be, bro?
Yeah.
That's like a Prince thing,
Yeah.
Prince, bro, that's what made Dilla the greatest to me, bro.
Yeah. Nah, like, bro, I'm with you. Like, when it come to, like, chopping, like, just having all types of, like, just the way his music just, it always make you just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's impossible to listen to anything that he did and just not.
You're like, man, what is that? Doing? No,
like,
even if it's obscure, it'd be like,
bro, it's just he was just, bro. It was just he had a crazy gift, like I said, that inspired, like, you know what I'm saying, like my goats, like, you know what I'm saying, like Kanye, you know what I'm saying, no ID, like it's just he was their inspiration. So it's like, I don't think we'll ever have a person that has that big of an impact like that in a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? It was not that big. Like, the thing is, like, like Kanye, he could still make beats right now. If he could decide, I'm finna go in the studio right now and finna make me a hit tomorrow. Like, he could still do that. Like, Jay Dilla did not have that long of a time to make that impact. So it's just one of them things, man. It's just like, he was so it was like there was no box. Like,
not one.
He just whatever he broke rules that you, like, what would be conventional wisdom, he broke them. Like, I don't care, but we're gonna do something else with that. And it worked. So it's like, that's very hard to do, and I don't think we'll see that, like, not in our lifetime for sure. Especially the way, like, bro, you gotta think about it. Music is not progressing.
Holy shit.
It's not progressing.
Hard tape.
People
Yes, I love it.
People trying to go back to the bruh, like, my favorite time period to replicate in my beats late is like the late like the Zap and Roger
yeah,
area.
yeah.
Like that's kind of I like to replicate that now in my beats now. 'Cause I'm just like hopefully if I do something, like I try not to do the traditional R&B now. It's just like why? It's like y'all are running this trap soul into the ground. Even Bryson Tiller said he do not want to do trap soul no more. Bro. That should let y'all know. Y'all ran it into the ground.
Bro, you know what I'm trying to bring back? Like I ain't even been like producing.
Yeah.
I just kind of been. I've been producing, but I'm producing my own music.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring back 70s funk.
Yeah.
And 70s soul and
Yeah.
80s. So 80s, 70s R&B, 80s R&B, because that's when it was good. Just dance, love. Bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
that
this
vibe,
is
bro.
what I be saying in all my sessions I be having at the crib with the artists. Like I said, people who I trust, I like. The first thing I say, bro, music is not fun no more. It's too much sad music. Like the people that our grandparents love, they had to make happy music because of what they was going through. Like our music is too sad. It's too depressing. I also Drake, I love you. I blame Drake for that too. You know what I'm saying? Like just like the sad, like you know what I'm saying. Like I blame him for that
Drake,
too.
Them hoes playing my boy,
Yeah,
man.
so bro,
Them
so
hoes
like
playing my
everybody
boy,
just,
man.
bro, everybody just so sad. Like what my favorite producer right now. I've been listening to a lot of Lucky Day, Victoria Monet.
Hey, she cold.
D.
I can't say her.
D Mile is my favorite producer, bro.
Alex swear by D Mile.
D Mile is my favorite. He's the GOAT producer right now.
He produced a lot of that 600 stuff, right?
Bruh, yes. He was their executive producer on that album.
Yeah.
Like he do all Victoria Monet, Lucky Day,
that Jaguar song.
a bunch of Alex Isley, like her, Joyce Rice, like he's the dude, bruh. And like he been doing this for a while. He done produced for Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey. Like I think he's a Rodney Jerkins. He's a pupil of him, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why he got to start. Okay. But not like his sound. What I like what he's doing. And that's why Alex was reaching out to me for beats, because like I think right now I'm the only person on YouTube that got that sound. It's like a mixture. It's like soul. It's like 80s, 70s a little bit. It's like it sounds like today, but it takes some of that. Like he's like the GOAT right now. So like whatever him and Victoria Monet got on this next album, I know it's gonna be fire. Like, cause he's just like he's great.
I'm glad you said that. So you because this is the last music thing we're gonna do. Music.
Okay.
I want to get some couple hot topics from you.
All right.
Your top 3 producers of all time, and then you give me your top 3 today. And it don't have to be in a particular
I was finna say
genre. It's just who you vibe with.
All right. All time. Okay, this is gonna surprise some of y'all because I've been talking a lot about Kanye, but he would be just like overall as far as song producing, like his style, fashion. Like he would be like my overall inspiration, but I'm not gonna put him on this list because that's cheating. So we're gonna take him out. Mm-hmm. Number 1, obviously, the Neptunes.
Ooh, okay.
That's gonna be my number 1. Okay. Number 2, this gonna surprise a lot of people. This list gonna surprise a lot of people because I'm finna kind of go R&B. Number 2, Polo the Don.
Polo
the Don.
Holy shit.
Polo, bruh. Go back to that era. He was on top of the world in
he
pop,
was everywhere.
R&B, and hip hop.
Yeah, he was.
He was doing
Sierra.
stuff with Fergie, Sierra, Rich Boy, Jamie Foxx with DJ. Won't you play this girl? Love, like, bruh, Polo. Like, he is what when I say I want to make a hit song that don't sound like what they would consider a hit. That's what you want to go for.
Cause who knew Throw Some D's would be a hit?
You see what I'm saying?
Who knew DJ Won't You Play the Girl Love Song would be a hit?
That's my point. When they went in the studio to make them songs, they was not trying to make a hit. It just happened to be that way. They didn't listen to the formula. They just did what they did.
When Andre 3000 jumped on that remix,
and I would say,
is it Throw Some D's that he jumped on?
It was him and Jim Jones. Yep. And I like him because he's a down side producer. So
he Atlanta or
he from the A. Number 3, right? A lot of people don't get his man credit. A lot of people don't get his man credit because I could put a lot of people here. I could say
it's some people you left off.
I could say Timbaland. I could say Dr. Dre. I could just say a bunch of people who's honestly influenced me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, this person, I respect this person for his songwriting ability, his ability to make hits in every era, and his ability to change. Jermaine Dupri.
JD. Hold on. So you know the verses that it ain't officially been announced, but it's coming. I'm taking JD over Diddy.
Bruh, listen. And I mean this with all disrespect.
Caleb, you tripping.
I mean this with
I'm telling you now, you tripping.
I mean this with all disrespect. All right?
Tripping,
I mean this with all disrespect, okay? What Puff has going for him is he had his hands on a lot of like the hit men stuff. But what JD just has it for a longer like the thing is, this is where it's gonna be very important. Like if Puff pick his list of 20, he might have 20 big heavy hitters. Also, JD, I'm looking at you right now, JD. Why in the world would you let them have his verses in New York?
It's a rap, bro.
Why would he let them? Bro, y'all could have did Las Vegas. I understand Atlanta be cheating for you. Y'all could have did
Miami.
Vegas, Miami. Y'all could have did anywhere other than New York. That's where. That's why I'm very nervous because the crowd does play a part. The crowd does play a part. That's why I'm very because those New York clashes gonna ring off in New York. And listen, the franchise boy stuff not gonna hit the same in New York as it would.
The franchise boy stuff ain't gonna hit
nowhere but the 8. You see what I'm saying? So
when what he gonna play when? What is Jermaine gonna play? It's all about the Benjamin.
So okay, so this is
over.
This is the angle that JD is gonna play, and I'm gonna respect him for playing this kinda. JD is gonna say that he programmed the drums, that he wrote the song. That's what he gonna say.
That's what he gonna say.
That's what he gonna say. Now, if you know JD, he had help with B. Cox, you know what I'm saying?
Michael Cox.
Johnson Austin, like he wasn't doing it alone, so we know that. But
those who know,
but he gonna
you gotta be in the know.
But he gonna say that he gonna say that he had more of a hand in the actual crafting of the beat than Puff did, which I don't think is fair to Puff because Puff's job was also hard. He found the sound. He crafted the song. He knew who to put on the that's a hard job. Like that's not
to be able to hear this record and know
to be able to hear it and had the foresight. That's hard. So, you know, I like I said, I my thing with JD, and more than anything, once again, he's a down south
He's R&B.
down south producer, and his R&B bag is expansive. Now, one thing that I will say, his hip hop bag is very lacking to child rap, other than the few of the stuff that he did with Jay-Z, but it's not enough. Because what he gonna go back to the American Gangster album where him and Puff did the album together, oddly enough. But it's like, JD, that's not enough when Puff, his portfolio is more diverse in that area. He has enough hip hop and enough R&B. Like his R&B bag is not as expensive as JD, but it go harder though. Yeah, it is enough to get in that fight. Shit. Yeah. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I'm
112.
I don't. Faith. I don't disagree. Like that's where that's why I'm just like it's just. JD's gonna have to lean on the long. He's had a hit pretty much in every decade since he's been doing it. That's kind of where he gonna have to lean on. But like you said, my only issue, and I hope he stay away from as much as he can. The Bow Wow stuff is not gonna hit.
I don't know.
Some of it's not going to go hit.
Some of that Bow Wow stuff, I ain't gonna lie, I was bumping it.
But
I was probably 15 bumping
it. But it just depends on where he plays it. Because, in that type of environment, like if he play it against, if he play it against Big Papa, that's going to be like, why would you do that? You see what I'm saying?
Do you want me to tell you the biggest thing? Outside of them doing this battle in New York, you want me to tell you the biggest thing that's gonna beat JD?
Puff?
Puff is a performer.
I was just gonna say
he a performer, bro.
Yeah, he
Puff,
is.
Them records gonna come off and Puff gonna get bopping on it. Bro, it's over with. Yeah. And he gonna sell the record so hard.
Yeah.
But it's a wrap.
Like JD, when the verses were virtual, JD would have a much better shot because it's you behind the screen on Insta. But like when they get in front of the stage in New York, Diddy gonna be Diddy.
He wearing his Wheats, them Timbs.
Man,
he wearing them Timbs out there, big New York jacket.
I don't know why JD allowed them to have this shit in New York, but it's
a rap. But they say this might be two though, one in New York and one in, because they really got 40 records apiece.
Of course.
They really got 40 records. Yeah. Like there may be one. I seen on the podcast somewhere there may be one in New York and one in Atlanta. Yeah, if that's the case. I'm still just But such a performer,
what would be cool is if they did one straight hip hop and one straight R&B.
That would be cool too.
That would be because that would be more of. I guess it would. I would say it would be more entertaining, but it's just more like because you gotta think of they got so many songs. It's like you don't want somebody to play an R&B song against a hip hop song. It's like why would you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Then think about. Puff, the guest Puff gonna have out.
That's what I'm gonna say.
It's just so much, bro. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have did that versus. I wouldn't have called out Diddy. Not just even if I knew I had better records than Diddy. It's just everything that come with Diddy. It's too much.
I think
bro.
With JD, he feel like he don't get the respect that he is, which I agree with him. He don't get the respect that he deserves.
He don't.
Because
you don't go against Diddy.
Yeah, and
you don't go against Dr. Dre.
Cause see the thing is, like I said with Puff, man, he's just out there in your face, and like JD's trying to do the whole, but I was in there writing them songs with them. I was helping them engineer. I was programming on the MPC, and if we could just be real for a second, the fans don't care about that, bro. None of that. They just don't.
They want the finished product.
We do.
Because we into that.
You see what I'm saying? The fans don't care about that. So you saying that on stage on a verse is not going to ring out the way you think it is. Like, you're going to be like...
You ain't make that.
Yeah. You're going to be like,
so? Play the record.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Like, so that's why I hope JD getting his performing back to at least try to. But Puff is just
it's no producer that ever walked this earth except Kanye West that could outperform. But the only reason Kanye West could outperform Diddy is because Kanye an artist.
Yeah.
So he understands how to sell a record.
Yeah.
There's no producer in the world that can physically get on stage and outperform Diddy, man.
Nah, I agree.
And then Diddy is making, but both of them making hits in today. Cause whenever Diddy dropped that album, that Act Bad song, as ridiculous as it is,
it's a hit. You know, if people don't want to say it, it's a hit.
It's a hit.
And like, I'm curious to see like more R&B acts come out of his new, because he does know what it's supposed to sound like. So I'm curious to see, the R&B songs that come out of his new joint. I think he did it with Motown.
Yeah, the Love Records joint.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what come from that. But like,
would you want to be an in-house producer for something like that?
Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. Yeah, I would be cool. Like if he called me and said I want you to come to that Love Records, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can catch I can catch the vibe of the room and be like, okay, this what y'all on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it don't take long for me to make beats anyway, so I can catch that.
Now give me your top three today. Bro.
That's easy. All right. Number 1,
D Mills.
Yeah. Number 2, well, it's really kind of 1A, 1B. So I'm gonna do Hit Boy. All right.
That nigga.
Listen, I've been on Hit Boy since like the MySpace days when they first started Surf Club. Him and Chasing Cash. Like, so I've been hip to him. Like, I like, if I could say who I could pride myself most out of as producer right now would be him, because I have there's not any style, there's not any pocket that I can't do. Like, you tell me, we go in there right now and be like, man, we need a pop song. Bet. Oh, okay. Like, we need trap. We need this, we need that. All right, cool. Like, I'm a take care of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I like pride myself doing that. So I would say those two, 1A and 1B. And I would say number 3, wow. Well, I don't know why I'm saying wow. It gotta be Metro, and this is why. I like the way that he's been doing his trap, right? It's still trap, but you can tell he's at least trying to push it. Like, he's been experimenting with stuff. He's been playing with more sounds than most of these other guys. And he's branching out and doing other stuff. He doing pop songs now he just did a song with Playboi Carti, The Weeknd, and Madonna.
Crazy.
Like, he
got a song with James Blake off the
Spider-Man. He just did, bro. And then like that's stuff like what he's doing. I'm glad you brought that up. Like, that's where I'm trying to get to in like the next level, like the rest of this year, next year. I'm trying to get into like scoring, like doing commercials. I would love to do like movies, film. Like, that's what I like. That I would like to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I'm such a big comic book superhero dude, and the fact that he was able to do that for this movie and it fit, like, it didn't sound out of place, that is going to like open up the door for the next person that's like him, because he did it the right way. It worked. So I would say he would be 3, because like I said, he's not sure. These trap guys, they want to be like him anyway. So it's like they all are copying off of something that he did.
The truth.
Yeah.
He I don't know. Closest thing that I think Mike Will probably would be close to
Yeah,
him.
and you know, I had beef with Mike Will in it's like high school on Twitter. I had just made a tweet. It wasn't even nothing crazy. I'm just like, I just made this. I made this beat, and then I was feeling myself. I said, "Bruh, I just know that one day I'm be in the same position. One day as a guy like Mike. Well, I tagged him or nothing. Just a little high school kid. He like responded just on something like, let's hear what you got, champ. So I'm like, all right. So I just I put the beat on SoundCloud and like. Some people like, of course, they're like, oh, this trash. These people like, hey, this is actually kind of straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, cause it wasn't like me saying like, it was more me saying like, one day I'm gonna work my way to the top of where this guy at. Like, I'm gonna take over for him one day. Not like this man stink of heat. Like, but man, like
niggas interpreted
Twitter, it was a wild place. Back then. Yeah, but it done
turn down.
It done too. But back then it was crazy. Like,
you say whatever.
Yeah, so
I think I dropped a couple F-bombs on there.
Oh yeah, man.
I pray don't nobody ever go pull them up. Oh man, but I dropped a few bad things on there, bro. Jesus Christ.
Nah, bro. Like, listen. I had to give you a web website. You go ahead and kind of, cause listen, back in the day we were talking crazy. I had to go and just
Scrub it.
Scrub
Everything
it.
from 2013 and back.
Scrubbed.
All right, we bite. So Caleb, before we get out of here, I want to get some hot topics from you.
All right.
Josh Hart, you're a basketball fan. Before we even get in Josh Hart, you're a basketball fan. Who your favorite team?
Wherever LeBron James is playing.
My boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my boy. I knew it. We connected.
Yeah.
All right. So who you think gonna win the finals? You know what? The game been played tonight.
That's why I just look. It looked like the Heat came back to win. Yeah, it looked like. Yeah, the Heat.
111, 108.
Yeah, the Heat came back. Like, they was getting beat all game and they came back and won. That don't change anything for me though.
Most people saying they were finna get swept.
Bruh. Yeah,
I thought they were gonna get swept. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Denver in 5, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They finna run the next 3-0?
Yeah.
Ooh.
At some point, you gotta actually have talent to be like. It's just you can't keep skating by because other teams playing dumb, or you got guys who are playing so high above what they supposed to play.
It run out at the
at some point that look gonna run out. And the Denver Nuggets right now remind me of like a new age like Spurs.
Bro, Jokic. I think Jokic.
They not like to me. Like, it's beautiful ball movement, but like
it ain't nothing you want to watch.
I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch that though. I don't want to watch that.
No, Caleb. I think Jokic is a top. Especially if he win this ring and this Finals MVP, which I think he gonna win.
Yeah.
And he gonna be a top 20 big man of all time.
Oh, that's easy.
Maybe even higher.
I would say if he and you does this include centers and power forwards, right?
Ooh,
Because if this include, because listen, I'm gonna say something might sound correct. I think he top 20 big man like right now, but because listen, okay, put it like this. Now listen,
it's gonna be tough. Now.
I like AD. I like him a lot. AD, he was a top 75 player. right?
Mm-hmm.
They listen, man, one of the top 75 players of NBA history. If you stop right now at both of their careers, if Jokic win his ring and Finals MVP, he's will have a better career than him.
I don't know. Even
Finals,
look,
he got 2 MVPs.
Break it down. I'm gonna check on some. Keep break it down.
He got 2 Finals MVPs. 2. All right. He got 2 regular season MVPs. If they win his chip, he 100% gonna have the 1 ring and 1 Finals MVP. So that's AD got 1 ring, but he don't got a Finals MVP. Excuse me. And first team All NBA, All Star. I'm just saying, like, it's AD don't got the MVP. She don't got a Defensive Player of the Year. Like, you would have to say if he get a ring in the Finals MVP,
if he get a ring, you're right. If he get a ring in the Finals MVP, I'll put him over AD.
Yeah. So if that is the case, and AD was a top 75 player, I mean, he definitely top 10 big man. Like, who would you have over him? Shaq, Wilt, Kareem, Hakeem, Tim Duncan.
Well,
Tim is like, listen.
Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Dirk.
Would you put KG over?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I would put Dirk over, but
KG
I don't know, man.
KG, Charles Barkley.
I don't know, man.
Ooh.
Cause listen, you gotta look. This man put on some crazy numbers.
He is. He putting up crazy numbers, but it's just, oh man, you're right. It makes sense.
That would be, as we look back on it in history, these numbers can start getting more and more inflated, just the way the game been played and all that. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. But I would say if he win the ring, easily top 52 team big.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so in other basketball news, this was funny on Twitter. Josh Hart. I'm just leave it off. Leave it off, man. So Josh Hart he tweeted. Do you still be active on Twitter like that? So you seen this?
Yeah.
Josh Hart say, have anybody ever tasted breast milk in your walk through life, my brother?
Yeah.
Have you experienced drinking breast milk?
My brother, I have not experienced drinking breast milk. I don't even think I was breastfed as a baby. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. No. I don't even like milk like that. So I mean, listen. If it'll go on my cereal, I drink the Fair Life milk. It go on my cereal. But Josh, listen, man. I can't go with you. I understand. I feel like I understand why. Yeah, but
when you in the position, you got your little one, on the way, or they done came out.
Yeah,
now you getting busy with your woman, or you just being affectionate with your woman, and you taste a little breast milk. What? Are you stopping the flow?
Man,
you going with it? What you doing,
listen,
my boy?
We gotta go back to like what I said earlier. I don't like to try stuff, man. So maybe if it's to make sure it's good for the little one, then maybe that's as far as we gonna. That's as far as we gonna go, man. That's about as far as we gonna go. Yeah, Kyle be like,
Hey, when I seen that tweet, man, I said, boy.
I thought he was hacked, man.
Boy gotta be bored, boy. He gotta be bored. He need to be playing somebody's game. He need to get him trade him to Denver real quick so he won't tweet.
Man,
like that.
What?
That's one of them things where you need to go through and scrub your Twitter, man. Scrub it clean, man. Get rid of all this stuff, man. Get rid of all this stuff, man. Okay. So one more, I want to get into one more hot topic, and this may take us about 20 minutes. We're gonna try to go through it.
Yeah.
We was talking earlier about Spider-Man. You sold me. You sold me. Please sell the audience, because this movie, I seen the trailer and stuff for the first one, I like, this ain't for me. I'm a grown, pretty midlife man. I don't need to see this. Then I seen this one come out, the trailers for this one. Then I seen Metro did the soundtrack. I said, well, if Metro did the soundtrack, it may be for me. But after hearing you speak about this so highly, I am sold. I'm going to see this. I think I'm going to find the first one tonight when I leave here, and then I'm going to watch the second one tomorrow. So I would love you to sell my audience of 100 people. Sell them.
Well, if you think that this is for kids, you would be just like me and everyone else who thought it was for kids. So, I recommend going to see the first one. It's called Into the Spider-Verse. It was on Netflix. I don't know where it is now.
Why are you saying I'm Google?
Y'all, I'm not lying. You know, this, in my opinion, the first one was great. Like, the first one was like literally the highest rated comic book movie of all time. If you look on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, all that type of stuff.
It's 97%.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was the highest rate of all time. It was great. The second one makes the first one look like child's play. Across the Spider-Verse is what it's called. The names are very, very close, so don't get confused. Across the Spider-Verse is such a good movie. I'm finna tell y'all right now, like I told him earlier, it's the best comic book movie of all time. It's the best comic book movie of all time. If you like Marvel, if you like DC, if you just like a good story, if you like Spider-Man, you're going to love this movie. It's a 20 out of 10. If you have young kids, young boys or young girls, if you have young black kids, boys or girls, this is a great movie. It has great themes in it. One of the things I liked that I caught this time was, you know, there are going to be places that you go in life where people are going to try to tell you that you are not who you know that you are. You know what I'm saying? But you know who you are, right? From what your family has instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? From what the Lord hasn't. You know who you are, right?
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the world, but you know who you are. Now, they might not know who you are, and they might try to tell you who you are, what you stand for, what your story is going to be. But you know that that's not true. This movie touches on that a lot. Like,
holy moly.
Listen, I kid you not. It's going to be some pastors that use this stuff for script. Bruh, it was, listen, I'm telling you, man, I just saw it today before I came here for the second time I saw it. Thursday night, once it came out. And I thought it was the best then, but today it just took the cake. I caught way more stuff. Now, it is a movie that you need to watch. Like, you can't be
on your phone and then looking up. Okay.
You can't be, because while there's dialogue going on, they showing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You might see something from a different Marvel movie. You might see something from a different Spider-Man movie. Right? It's stuff that you might have asked yourself, wait, how did this happen? Or where did this come from? Right? They might explain that to you in this film. They talk about the multiverse and the spider. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is tied into it. So, like I said, it's something to 100%. You got kids, you got grandkids, nieces, nephews. Take them to see it. But even if not, like this is a film that if I didn't have none of that, like I said, I went Thursday. Me and my girl went just us, and it was like great. Like I said, it's about 2.5 hours though. It is long, but it is jam packed from start to finish. I cannot stress this enough. If you have not watched the first one, Into the Spider-Verse, you need to watch it because the first 30 to 45 minutes, you're gonna be confused. You're gonna be like, the hell, like what is this? You're gonna be like, what is going on?
I think the first one is on, from what I just seen, Hulu.
Yeah.
So it's on Hulu now. But,
yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, I am willing. I'm a big Batman guy. I'm not a DC guy. I mean, I try to, you know how you have somebody who try to play devil's advocate because everybody love the MCU so much. I'm kind of that guy, but not really. I just be pointing out that sometimes the MCU be having duds. That's it. But like,
this after they done had a lot of duds after.
Yeah,
after
like
Endgame.
but like my homies, they try to typecast me as the DC man. I'm like, I'm not the DC man. I like Batman.
You're objective.
Yeah, I'm a Batman guy, but like it's just other than that, like if it's good, I'll watch it. Like just like I thought Guardians 3, the one that just came out, I thought that was the best Marvel movie since Endgame. I thought it was like incredible. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just one of them things where, like I said, Spider-Verse, I cannot stress this enough. Man, it is even better than how I'm saying. Like, that's how good it is. Like, you gonna be like, nah, bro, this movie is crazy. Like, it's even better than, like, it is, like, you will be blown away. I will tell you this. There is no post-credit scene.
Is it a mid-credit?
No, it's not. There is something that comes on the screen in the mid-credit scene, but it's not a scene. It's just in the mid-credits, she's gonna say something about Spider. It's gonna say something about Spider-Man. So I mean, if you want to watch at that point, you can see it. But it's so much action, and they trying to save everything they can get, and you'll see why. But yeah, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes of nonstop action. I'm gonna tell y'all now, previews is gonna be Trolls, The Flash, you like stuff like that. So if you don't care about the previews, you can come a little later, just so you gotta make sure y'all can use the restroom. But yeah, it is as good as everybody saying it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so, like I said, I'm sold. I'm going tomorrow. When I leave here, when I get home, I am going to watch the first one because I'm behind, and I'm an MCU buff. I love the MCU, but I just thought those weren't for me in the MCU. But I'm definitely going to see that. Again, brother, thank you so much for coming, man.
Of course, man. Of course.
I have thoroughly enjoyed my talk with you, man. I told y'all this month I'm trying to bring on more either producers, musicians, because at the essence, that's what I am. I'm a producer, not a producer, I'm a musician who working towards being an efficient producer of all types of music. I'm an engineer, all this stuff. So I want to bring people in who are in the field that I'm in and have good conversations. Man, you are a wizard.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You inspiring all us out here, man. I know it's some hits. I can't wait till Liv, till she doggone release these hits.
Put them songs out, Liv.
Songs out, Liv. It's some hits. I was about to say something I didn't need to say. So I'm not gonna say it. Is there anything you want to pub, bro, before we get out of here? Please pub your pages where they can find you.
Yeah, of course.
Where they can catch your streams, your own amp.
Yeah.
Any music you produce that's out. You send me all the links. So I can put it in the description, bro.
Yeah, of course. I'm most active on IG these days. I feel like everybody is. I don't know why. So yeah,
I'm old though.
Yeah,
I got a little Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on there, man. You know what? I don't ever post like anything I'm doing musically on Facebook. I have no idea why. I just don't. I should start. I don't know why I don't do that. I don't know why. But no. You can find me on Instagram at the Caleb Faulkner. I'm on Twitter at the Caleb Falk. My name was too long, so just take the NER off. I be tweeting like hilarious stuff, so y'all can follow me on there. On my Instagram, you will find my link tree. There, I got everything. I got both my YouTubes. I have my BeatStars page, where I post my beats on there. Some of the ones I post on there, I just be post stuff on there. But there's tons of good stuff on there. So if you know artists, I mainly put my R&B stuff on there just because like the rap stuff. Crazy thing, I be putting rap stuff on there sometime, and I actually got like a huge song with this artist. It's crazy how that happened. We'll talk about it later. But my beat page is on there. My show on Amped, my radio show is called Hey Caleb. It's my tag that was inspired by my niece Sydney, who made that tag for me.
Offline, who made that.
Yeah. So thanks to Sid. But yeah, I do that show now every Tuesday at 8. Listen, I like to tell people it's the best R&B playlist in the world.
Come on, man.
You gonna have. I try to mix it in.
Put your stamp on it, brother.
I try to mix it in with unknown artist stuff y'all might never heard. It might be some older stuff here and there, but we talk about current events on there. I'm actually going to have live callers starting not this week's episode, but next week. And even if you missed the show, I actually update my playlist after the show. And it's on Spotify and Apple. That's also in my link tree as well. So yeah, so pretty much everything, all my beats. I'm almost done with my produced by list. So all the songs that I produce, all the songs that I like that I produce.
You can't do that.
All the songs that I'm a fan of that I produce. That's going to be on there as well, so you want to catch up with some stuff that I did. So, yeah, all that's going to be in the bio of my Instagram. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Man, again, brother, appreciate you for coming out.
Of course, man.
It's been another dope episode. I think this episode 15. I think we on 15 now.
Getting on
15
up there.
in.
Getting on up there.
We trying to get to 50, man.
Getting on up.
But this episode 15. This is Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Like I always say, find your grandmama, find your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your niece, your auntie, your nephew, your grandbaby, your cousin, whoever. Find them, hug them, tell them you love them. Be safe out here. Peace.